Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome back to Critical Beauty tonight. Let me see. What's tonight? Actually, yeah. I have so many things going on in my mind, and my mind is just totally rattled and confused. So anyway, tonight, today, tomorrow, whatever, wherever you are, we're going to talk about the Miss Grand International 2023 preliminaries that took place yesterday in Vietnam. And I have an amazing panel of guests who will react to the prelims and who will share their thoughts and opinions about the event. So if you guys want to participate, if you have any questions, feel free to comment in the chat box below. And I'll be more than happy to read the comments back to our guests. So we're just waiting for them to log on. 1 second. So if you guys want to say questions, okay, let's welcome people in. All right. We have Antonio trying to get in. We have Melvyn trying to get in.
All right. Hello, my dear Rafa. How are you doing?
Hello, Antonio. How are you?
I'm doing great. A little bit sick right now, but I'm totally fine. Hopefully I will be recovered by tomorrow.
What, do you have a cold?
A little bit of cold, yes. I haven't traveled, so all the air conditioner, so that's affecting my throat a little bit.
Okay. And look what we have here. We have Melvyn.
Hi. A very good morning from India.
Melvyn, are you wearing a wig?
You think? I don't think so. It's time to be grand, the one and only, golden green.
Now, do you mind fixing your camera because I see the top of your ceiling?
So is that better?
Eye level, yeah.
Eye level, yeah.
Yeah, much better. Much better.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for
let me get a little bit of a height, yeah.
So while we're waiting for the other guests to arrive, reading the comments from people who are watching the show tonight. Patrick, hello, good morning from the Philippines. Hi, Patrick, how are you? Sheila says, hi, po. Hi, Sheila. Vincent says, hello, Tito Rafa. Good morning from the Philippines. So we have Filipino fans watching the show. Jatin Joshi, hey, Rafa, super excited for this chat. Sheila, waiting for your top 10. Yeah, everybody's waiting for our top. Actually, we're going to be revealing our top 20 and we're going to cut it down to top 10. So yeah. Edwin is
Rafa, you know what we should do?
What?
You should do a list so we can, like, critical beauty. We should choose the top 20 based on the scores of everybody of us. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Okay. All right. I agree. Now we have Mr. Edwin Dominguez trying to connect. So we're just waiting for Noemi, and we're waiting for the Pageant Gurus and Luis Lopez, Runway Poppy. So everything should be complete. Hey, Ed. Is that a virtual background, Ed?
Yes.
I love it. Where'd you get it?
It's in Zoom offers them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. I love the little crystal bowl containing 3 apples or something. All right. So we're admitting the Pageant Gurus. All right.
Well, Melvin's video is creative, like his name. That's it.
Yeah, it was great. That's it. I mean, he has an Instagram account, but he hasn't posted anything, so which is weird. So what's the point of using Instagram if you're not posting anything, right? Right, Nell?
Tell your story to the world.
Okay. Oh, that's a much better background. I love it. Yeah, it's like psychedelic.
It's grand. It's all gold.
Now you're in Goa, India?
I'm in Goa at the moment.
Okay, so it's the same time. Is it the same time all over India? Is it just one time zone in India?
One time in India.
You guys got it easy. Wow, that's great.
But we
In
have
America,
other things, but with this one, we got it right.
yeah. I mean, in the US, we have 4 time zones. Actually, no, 5, if you want to include the Aleutian Islands. And then Russia has like what? 25 time zones. It's just so yeah.
You know, you all had to complicate it further.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So Antonio, how is Peru? Is this your first
Peru
visit to Peru?
It's great. No, I have been in Peru like 5 times before. This is
Oh,
maybe my
yeah.
5th time. Yeah, I love Peru. I love the food. Oh, Peru is, I love the people. So yeah, it's gonna be busy. I'm gonna be here until Wednesday. Then I'm going to Argentina, then Chile, and then go back to Canada. So
Cool.
busy week for me, but I love Peru, and yeah, so good. And I was with Julio. Julio stayed with me in my hotel last night. Julio Rodriguez, in case that you guys don't know
We
our
know
viewers, so he's a
Julio.
great,
Who
history.
doesn't know? Who doesn't
Yeah.
know Julio? Everybody knows
Exactly, that's
Julio.
Julio. So it was so nice to watch the prelims with him because we're like both of us here in the room and watching the big TV, and they were like commenting, and then and sometimes we agree, sometimes we didn't agree. So it was kind of nice, to have that experience with my dear friend Julio. If he's looking at us, hi Julio, I miss you already.
So wait, so have you been to Machu Picchu?
Never. I need to go Machu Picchu. Yeah, I only go
Even
to
for 5 times, and you've never been to Machu Picchu.
Yes,
Okay,
it's because
gotta
I'm
go.
always here for work. I know. Shame on me. I need to go. One day I need to escape and I go try to go to Machu Picchu.
I heard too that the city of Cusco is beautiful. A lot of
So yes, hopefully by
colonial.
February I have an event close to Machu Picchu and I may go there. I would try maybe to do it, during the weekend, my event, maybe Saturday, so I can go to Machu Picchu only one day. Let's see if I can do that.
I hear there is a lot of cumin in the food there. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Well, isn't ceviche very popular in Peru? It's like
Yes, ceviche is so popular.
well, it's
Yeah.
not in all over Latin America, but I think the Peruvian ceviche is more particular, it's more specific. Yeah. Edwin, you've been to Peru.
No.
No, you haven't been to
Personally, I like better the Ecuadorian ceviche.
Well, yeah, of course, you're biased.
I am biased, yeah.
Is there an Indian ceviche?
No, there isn't an Indian ceviche. If there was an Indian ceviche, it would be Indian.
We have Guru from the Pageant Gurus.
Hello.
Hi, Guru. How are you?
Yeah.
Namaste.
I'm all in green. I'm all in green and gold today.
Where's your sidekick?
She, as usual, as is customary of us, she'll take a bit more time and she'll join us in about 5 minutes. But happy to be here as usual. It's been exciting. It's
Well,
been a long night.
Girls take more time to prepare. You know what I mean? Makeup, hair, and all that stuff. I mean, we guys haven't made it easy.
Be my guest and ask her. In fact, it's 6 o'clock here in the morning. So India is still 1.5 hours ahead of us. So she has definitely more time. In fact, I just got up half an hour back. So sorry if I'm a bit woozy.
No, that's fine. Have you guys gotten breakfast yet in India? Or is it too early?
Too early. We just did.
Too early? It's 7:40. It's what? What time? It's 7:40, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. So you guys need to eat something. Okay, Melvyn, you're mute. You're muted. Okay, reading some of the comments here. People are watching, waiting for your top 10. Runway Poppy saying, I'm going to be connected soon. Phil, our good friend Phil Pugeja, 6 time zones in the US. Thank you for the correction. With 6 time zones in the US. All right, good. All right, so as you can see in my background, I put my 2 favorite gowns from the evening gown competition. Ta-da! Colombia and Italy. All right, so we're going to talk about, I'm particularly interested about Italy's gown. Like, who the hell designed her fishnet gown? Okay, and she's wearing what, dark blue panties and bra or something underneath. So I don't know, did her grandmother do it? Who knows? Did she inherit it from her grandmother? Maybe.
At least Rafa, you at least noticed her, so I think she won her brownie points from you.
Oh, definitely, definitely. So the question is, did she make my top 20? You guys will find out later. Okay. So, but I thought the whole production was not as grand as, let's say, compared to last year's, the year before. I think they
Agreed.
yeah, I think they've scaled down a bit this year. Okay.
I think it's also because last year, if you remember, it was their 10th anniversary. And I think Indonesia really blew it out of the park. It was really nice. I was there personally to witness it. And this definitely was a bit toned down. It reminded me of the year before. The LED screens were still there. The music is great as always. But you know, the spark, the grandness of it, you know, that spectacle that just makes your eyes go and pop out, wasn't there. Probably we expect more from Grand each year. You know, you never know.
Right, exactly. Not only that, but also I noticed that they combined the evening gown and the introductions. You know, so I don't know, maybe they were trying to save time. I'm not sure if I exactly like it, because I kind of prefer the when they introduce themselves wearing their cocktail dresses, like again, like last year or the year before. But I think it was a question of time. Maybe they want to, everybody was just too tired. So maybe they, you know,
Doesn't count, right?
But you
It
know,
doesn't really
Rafa,
No,
this
no,
introduction
Rafa,
in
you're wrong.
evening gowns, they've been doing this since the first edition. This is how
Yes,
they
all the
always
time.
do it.
There's no difference.
Yeah.
Yes, the preliminary, just always the girls start giving gowns and introducing themselves every year. Yes.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was kind of like very you know, unlikely.
Maybe the opening dresses were not ready.
You know what?
Maybe the opening
But
dresses were
as
not
far as far as preliminaries go, it was the same. What they do every time, like they do this show where they go in gown, they go in swimsuits, and then the final show is supposed to be much grander. I
Yes.
don't know.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
we will hope it's gonna be spectacular.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Right.
The only thing missing this year was the girls throwing themselves in the pool, you know.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. Well, last year, remember when Nawat invited all the girls in their swimsuits, I mean not in swimsuits, but in their evening gowns to the beach. And that was unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, what if you were wearing like a $10,000 evening gown and all of a sudden, you know, get damaged by water and salt? You know, imagine that. Oh my God, that's totally unexpected. But it was fun. You know, it was really fun. Okay, so we have Emma coming in. So I don't know what happened to Noemi, because I see her, but I don't see her face. Naomi, can you hear us? Okay. Anyway,
I
so
hear you.
I hear you, but we can't see your face.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I might have to get out and go back in.
Yeah, I think Khun Anne hacked your account. She hacked your account. Speaking of Khun Anne, she had a meeting with the president of El Salvador, and they were like, you know, have a cute little photo up together, standing side by side. I think they make a cute couple, don't you think?
Maybe.
Who knows? Now we have Miss Emma is in the house. How are you, darling?
I am sleepy. I'm still groggy. I'm still in bed. Finally.
She's in bed?
But yes.
You're wearing
I'm still in bed.
pajamas?
Yeah, this is pajamas. This is all dressed up. So,
Okay.
oh my God. But hi, everybody, and a very beautiful good morning from India. And I'm from the future. So ask me anything you want to know. Today is going to be fantastic.
Well, I think everybody has met each other except for maybe Melvyn, because this is Melvyn's first time to join the group chat. And I would like to ask Melvyn to say a little bit about himself to those who are watching, and of course to the panelists. Go ahead, Mel.
Everyone, it is so wonderful for me to be here. I've had a little bit of a situation in Philippines recently, and Rafa was there to my rescue. My airline lost my national costume, and Rafa was there along with his team to show me the love of Philippines, to find out solutions, and we won the best national costume at Mrs. Universe. So, I'm a national costume designer and a pageant guru. my skills are training for body language, catwalk, and communication skills. And that's a little about me. I'm also an IT engineer, and I used to be a pop star for the brand Kingfisher.
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
Where are you from, Melvyn? I couldn't hear that. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with my
He's from
network.
Goa. Yeah.
Goa. I was gonna ask you that. Oh, awesome. I was gonna do a visit to Goa. I was getting bored of the winters. The winters are coming and I was planning a visit to Goa. So you might see me there.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, somebody's trying to get in, but it is a generic name, Zoom user. I hope this is not Hamas.
Oh,
Better not be one of those terrorists.
Let them come in. Let them come in.
I'm gonna have to nuke them with my Israeli missile launcher.
but maybe we should invite them. Maybe they have an opinion. Maybe they.
I'm very curious. Who is this Zoom user? Is it one of you people watching the show? One of you fans? Okay, this
I
is
hope it's somebody sexy. I could use
yeah,
them.
like Ranveer
Yeah.
Singh. I'll take him. So I don't know what happened to Noemi. Anyway, so Emma, before you enter the room, we were discussing about this year's production, the preliminaries rather, because we think that it was scaled down because last year the girls introduced themselves wearing cocktail dresses, but now they combined it with the evening gown and the intros. So we thought it was, unusual. Okay, here comes the terrorist again trying to enter. Might as well, maybe maybe the terrorist loves pageants, who knows. Yeah, so that's what we thought. That's what I think. I don't know about you guys. I mean, do you agree with me, or do you think it was an unexpected change this year? It could be any of those stuff. All
It
right,
was unexpected and it felt awkward. I mean, in the gowns you want to be really classy and demure, and you're screaming when you're trying to be all elegant. It did not make sense. If they were doing that in the swimsuit, then it would have made sense. I agree with you. I didn't like the stage. I didn't like the lights. It was just not as grand as what we saw last year. Last year was spot on. Yeah.
Well,
So
the stage though, even though is the stage this year much smaller than last year's stage?
it's looking definitely smaller. There were two
Okay.
sides there was a middle main stage, and there
Okay.
were these two catwalks on the side, so it was much wider in Indonesia. So this looked really small. There's not much of walking space I could see. That had a lot because you had that hydraulic thing that lifted Vietnam up, remember, from in the opening round. So there was a lot put in.
They don't have
for
that
the
this year.
finals.
No.
They'll still have something gimmicky during the finals. So this is still the preliminary stage.
Yeah.
Let's just
So
hold
let's
our
see.
horses and not pass a judgment. So
Yeah.
I'm sure Grand knows us that we expect a lot.
Yes. Wonderful. Look what we have here. We have Wilfredo Santos Lopez, aka Runway Poppy. Runway Poppy's in the house. Okay.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, namaste, kaise hai?
What's up, TK?
Oh, I'm Mabu. Hi, ¿cómo está acá, Rafa?
Oh, mabute. Thank you. Now, Luis, Runway Poppy. I call him Luisito, mi amor. Would you like to introduce yourself to the world who have not heard of you or who do not know you? Please.
We're living under a...
Go ahead.
Luis. I'm from Puerto Rico. Born and raised, I'm a runway coach since 1998. I've been involved in pageantry since then. Right now, I'm a coach for the Miss Cuba organization, which we have Grand and International. And I've been working as well with Ireland because of Fashion Week. She's part of MNG Models in New York, so I need to work with her too. So I have 2 candidates this year in Grand. And I'm so happy to be here, especially Pageant Gurus. I miss you guys. Last live, I miss you. I was like,
It was
and
crazy.
nice to meet you. All the other people that I'm seeing that I don't know them personally, Antonio, Edwin, and Melvyn. Mucho gusto. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're just waiting for Noemi, aka Terrorist, to enter the room. What happened? No, Luis and I actually met for the first time in Tampa for the Miss Grand Cuba pageant. And like what he said, he is the official runway coach for the Miss Cuba organization. You actually taught Miss Grand Cuba, Sophia Costa, too, right? How to walk?
That is correct. Although she went to Colombia as part of her prize package for a weekend, I've been working with Sophia since August 2022.
Wonderful. That's amazing. That's great.
And there's my director. I mean, one of them.
All right.
Hi.
So, okay. So we have little Miss Noemi here, who just
Finally, sorry about that. Technical issues.
Why is when I saw Zoom user Noemi, I thought it was a Hamas terrorist trying to enter the room. But thank God it's you. Okay, so we're safe. We're safe for the time being, unless Hamas people are watching the show from Gaza. So, okay.
I want to apologize to everybody. I'm late. I just finished Dallas Fashion Week through the Bureau Fashion Week. So literally with the time zone change, I'm in Dallas. So I was like, oh, I still have an hour. We'll finish it. And when I start putting in internet the time zone difference, I'm like, I only have 20 minutes and I'm here. So I apologize that I'm late.
Do you want to make your face closer to the camera because you're far away?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm in the hotel room. So
you are? And lower your angle because I don't want to see the ceiling, the top of the ceiling. So
okay.
I want to see your beautiful face, okay?
Aww.
We're all beautiful people in this group, okay? We're all beautiful in their own way. Okay.
I'm gorgeous.
And gorgeous. Okay. Hello from New York. Michelle Gonzalez is watching. Greetings to my
brother. That's my sister.
You know, that's yours. Okay, that's what he said. Greetings to my brother Luis and Carmen Ferrer watching from the Philippines. We have a lot of Filipinos watching. Somebody just called me Rafa is a bully. Rafa is a dickhead. That's fine. You know, that's wonderful. Bring it on, because the more comments you put in, the more engagement, the more I get clicks, and the more my video is recommended. So yeah, bring on the insults, baby. All right.
Oh my Lord, people doesn't have a life.
Did you not date this guy? Is he angry about that? Did you like stand him up?
I don't know.
Why is he so angry?
I don't know.
Why you do like that?
Why you do like that?
Who knows?
You know what I think is because Rafa doesn't have a filter and he doesn't sugarcoat it, and he has his own opinion. And we live in times that we need to be politically correct, which is ignorant. So just keep doing you, Rafa.
Just so you know, my channel has been demonetized. This is the second month of being demonetized. I have to wait until November 23rd to reapply for monetization. And YouTube did not give me any reason why, or it didn't make any sense whatsoever. But I think somebody reported me to YouTube for some of what I've said. I don't know. I'm just assuming, okay? I'm just assuming. And that's the reason why I didn't go to Miss Grand in Vietnam, because what is the point of going to Vietnam and doing a coverage if my channel is not going to get monetized anyway, you know? So it's the same thing with Miss Universe. I mean, I'm tempted to go to Miss Universe because my shoulder, I broke my collarbone and it's healing fast, you know, thank God. It's a little sore. But I feel like going to Miss Universe to cover Khun Anne, whatever. And then, but again, it's not my channel, it's not monetized. So what's the point? You know, so stupid. Anyway, yes. So people are watching who love Rafa from the Philippines. Thank you, people. Okay, so people are asking their opinions about our favorites and whatnot, etc. All right, so I said my piece about what I think about the production, about the preliminaries production. Let's ask Antonio. What do you think? Do you agree with me?
I mean, I think that I still like the production, but comparing with last year, yeah, it was a little bit less. I think the last year's production was more spectacular, but still this time was very entertaining. You know, I love to see all the girls, you know, I love the LEDs, you know, the lights. No, I mean, I still enjoy the preliminaries, to be honest. Not like last year, but I still enjoy it. Much better, in my opinion, than the form that last preliminaries from the Miss Universe pageant, and better than the ones from Miss International that you were talking that they only have like a nothing. I don't know what they did in Miss International. So yeah, still it was fun to watch.
Yes, definitely. As you know, there's another pageant going on, another important pageant going on in Tokyo, Japan, Miss International, which is the 61st edition, and they just had their indoor swimsuit competition. Okay, so I don't know if you guys watch. I think none of us did. Any of you guys watch the
I did.
Miss International?
I did.
Melvyn. Oh, Mel, of course, because you're the director for Miss Cuba. So two people in this group watched the preliminary swimsuit competition. What did you think, Noemi?
What they basically did was it was closed doors, so they did not go live indoors. They went live outdoors. So while the girls were waiting to come in, they were interviewing the girls, outside and stuff like that. Where they're staying, the internet is not that great, so it was very spotty. The live was like in and out, not really good. Again, another boring pageant.
Well, do you want to say
Noemi,
that?
don't
Do you want
say
to
that,
do you want to
don't
say that
say-
directed to Stephen Diaz?
Well, because again, I feel they're missing the point with coverage and getting people excited to watch international. They're missing the point. I mean, you have to. This is one thing that Grand has completely dominated in all aspects of pageantry. This pageant, Miss Grand International, was basically started and founded by social media from day one.
Mm-hmm.
They used social media to their advantage when social media was basically new in pageantry.
Right.
And they took advantage of it, and they've literally everything that you see with Grand, you get to see the back, what's going on back behind the scenes, during the pageant and after the pageant, activities. They bring the audience in. And that's what international is failing to do, is including the public in as part of, just watching how everything evolves within the pageant. I mean, you have social media. Why don't you use it? You have a platform. You have your own apps.
Exactly.
Why are we not using that?
Exactly.
So, I mean,
Maybe-
that's my piece.
I don't know. I'm just, maybe it's also something cultural because, I've been to Japan, but it was at Tokyo airport, it was a stopover, but I've never really had a chance to explore, get to know the Japanese people. Maybe it's something cultural. Maybe they just don't like crowds, or they don't like strangers coming up to the girls and, engaging with them and whatnot, compared to the other Asian countries like Thailand or Vietnam or Indonesia. I don't know. It's just what I think. I may be wrong, but yeah.
Mhm.
So, So when you compare, I think Ed sent a photo of the Miss Grand stage when all the girls are gathered after the competition, and then a photo of the Miss International girls. And that, is it a ballroom? I mean,
It was
It was a ballroom.
ballroom kind
Yeah.
of, yeah.
yeah, it was like a platform, and they were all
Yeah.
sat on the platform with that cheap, tacky looking banner in the background made of vinyl, it's just like hanging there, it says Miss 61st Miss International Beauty Pageant. I think this is the only major pageant that still uses the word beauty unashamedly, which is fine, which is great. But yes, but come on, change the logo, update the banner, update, the background, for Pete's sake. Why can't the Japanese use the same technology as the Thais or the Vietnamese? I just don't get it.
But
I just don't understand.
I don't know, like when I was watching the last live from Steven, because this pageant has been changing so many things in the schedule, more than you can change your clothes every time you go to the gym. Like, it's ridiculous. So when I'm watching the live, I ask him some questions, but he literally disregard one question. Literally, he skipped it. He's like, this is not a pageant, but you're still calling it a beauty pageant. They are not open to evolve. Miss International has a beautiful motto, have something to offer,
Mhm.
but it's still, sadly to say, still boring. I mean, even Miss Friendship started again after
It's
I
more-
think 2 years, and it's getting more coverage out there
Yes.
than Miss
I was gonna
International.
say.
I mean, I cannot deal with this situation. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I
another
don't-
pageant I forgot to mention. Miss Friendship International. I know you guys have heard. It's taking place in China, I believe. Yeah, so it's getting more coverage and it's more interesting than Miss International. Go figure. People are saying, okay, can you move to MGI? Miss International is racist and boring. Yeah, I think we pretty much we know that. That Miss International will never crown a black girl. I mean, exception was in 2004, I think, when Colombia
Colombia.
won, but she was crowned outside of Japan. Wasn't she crowned in China? I think she was crowned in China.
yeah, she was found outside
She was
Japan.
in China.
Was it
Yeah.
Macau or something? Yeah, one of those Chinese territories and stuff. Yeah, so that's something. And then, yeah, I mean, as much as I'd like, I'm trying to fall in love with Miss International again, but I'm having a hard time for some reason because the supposed changes, this edition. I don't know. I've only seen like one major change, and that's what. That's the photos, the wonderful,
The photos
amazing,
were beautiful.
the
Yeah.
photos in swimsuits.
Yeah,
And they also made like this. Also, they also made the slow motion reels of the girls, posing.
Mhm.
I thought I loved that. It looked very
Yeah.
real. I thought that was a good change, but I want some more. I want more. So I'm really looking
Yeah.
forward to see the finals.
The show.
I actually miss the old crown though.
Oh, the old crown.
Yeah.
Who likes the old crown better? Raise your hand. I do. I do.
Tradition. I love tradition. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. If Miss International, and if she's watching, which I doubt it, but if Miss International wants to change, they need to clean their house. And I'm sorry, but they need to tell Steven to goodbye.
You think?
Yeah, because he's the one that is calling all the dots. Some people know that the last year was a fiasco with those semifinalists because things didn't happen the way that needed to happen.
Right.
And he is lucky that nobody comes out and say it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
He's very lucky. But he made so many changes. I mean, these girls were like, for example, with Cuba, with Shayla, she's an amazing contender. She worked so hard. And you can ask Noemi, she was contacting us like, hey, this is happening. And it's like, what he wants. I mean, how you can send, the best example, how you can send a questionnaire for university professors to be done in days, and some of the girls are already in Japan or on the way to Japan. I mean, you don't do that. I mean, I saw Anne was crazy with his hello, but he needs to go. He needs to.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, I think. I mean, Steven has the power now to do whatever he wants to make improvements and stuff. But it is what it is. So anyway, going back to, let me see. Oh, just reading some of these comments. Okay, guys, just stop. Somebody says, just commenting for more engagements. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
We love you.
Going. Keep them going, people. I don't care what you say. I hate you. You're ugly. You're disgusting. Just say it, comment, anything for engagement. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, let's go back to MGI's production. Let me ask Noemi, what do you think of the preliminary competition?
I like the preliminary. I felt that it ran quite quickly. So it wasn't like you're watching a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
So, that the pace of the show went really, really well. That I loved. I loved the stage. I loved the backgrounds, the lighting and all that. I loved it. I like that they came out in fours, like in groups of fours.
Mm-hmm.
And
they did that last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, five.
Okay.
They
I
came
think
out
five.
five. I
And
believe.
five.
Now.
Yeah,
Okay. This
five.
way, this year was 4. If
It's
it came
4.
out 2 and 2.
Mhm.
And I what I didn't like was the bathing suits this year from MGI. Those bathing suits were horrible. Not
Unflattering.
everybody could use that type of bathing suit. It didn't flatter
Yeah.
nobody's body, honestly. Girls that had big, breasts, that didn't flatter. I felt bad. It was the color, it was dull. So I felt
Well, let me see. Wait, hold on. It was the perfect swimsuit style for Miss Grand Trinidad and Tobago to hide her muffin top. Okay. That girl, since she has arrived in Vietnam, has been eating a lot, girl. Honey, if you're watching this, okay, just get real. Okay. It's real. So
No, Rafa.
it's perfect.
But remember, she wasn't the real winner, and when she arrived to Grand, she was already full figure.
True.
yeah.
But there's one that haven't stopped eating. Egypt.
Oh. Egypt.
She was not even in a swimming costume. That seemed more
She
like
was in a
dress.
beach dress. She's
She
in the
was-
same interpretation as the
Yes.
beach dress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's just body. I think I think she's just naturally curvaceous. Curvy. She's naturally curvy. And just like Greece. Greece is naturally curvy. Greece is like what? She's 19, I think. She's only 19, so she has a lot of growth.
Yeah.
A lot of potential. I feel kind of sorry for her because I felt like bad when the interview happens. Like, since nobody's gonna vote for me, I'm gonna vote for me. I have like mixed feelings about that. I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
But
Believe
did
in
you
yourself.
notice Greece in the evening gown? She just fumbled. Horrible gown, but she fumbled. In the swimsuit, she had a little bit of confidence. I did notice that she
I
somehow,
noticed that.
it picked
Yeah.
Better.
up. I don't know. Maybe she had a shot of vodka or something before she came on stage for her nerves, but it helped. So I could see that it was actually nice. It wasn't bad. So
I
yeah,
think
good. At least
Emma,
something.
I think it's to do with preparation. Emma, it's to do with preparation. The first time it was the evening gown. By the second time, she really understood her moves, the camera angles. She did well.
She did.
That helped
She
as
did.
well. I think it's pure preparation.
Yes, I think she's using Miss Grand International as a practice pageant.
Stepping stone.
I think she's going to participate. She's going to wait a few more years and maybe try to compete for Miss Universe Greece. Who knows? Okay, but hopefully she'll be more mature and more developed by then. All right. So, Melvyn, what do you think of the show, the production?
I knew that it was a little. It was not as great as last year, but I think I would put the entire blame on the graphics because the graphics were so plain. I think it just kept it a little monotonous, but I did overall enjoy the show because I do think that the talent of the batch on a whole is a lot more stronger than last year.
Yes.
Because we had a lot of clear winners in the previous years, but in this one, it's a little difficult. It's really difficult to narrow down who's going to win. And I almost have 5 to 6 of them that I'm okay if any of them win,
Yeah. Ed, what do you think?
Well, actually, I didn't watch last year, so I have nothing to compare it to. But I think it was kind of like what Miss Grand usually does. I mean, it's the same style as Preliminaries that I've been watching over 10 years. So in that aspect, I think it was cool. I think the only thing that I didn't like as much is that I really hate that F Dua Lipa song. And when they started using it in Swimsuit, I was like, oh, hell no. So the
I hope
choice,
not at Miss Universe.
the
They've
choice of
done it for
music has
USA
usually
well.
been better. It has usually been better, but I think the graphics were nice. The camera angles were nice. I'm really glad that they got the Grand TV back because watching it on Facebook is not the same. I think maybe what I like the most is that the space they gave at the end for Global Beauties. Like we fought so much for that during 10 years. I mean, the only other Miss Grand who won Miss Grand Slam was Ariska in 2016. and we had the opportunity to give the award in one of the gala dinners, but we didn't get the space on the stage.
Mhm.
So for me, that was nice. It was emotional, even though I'm no longer a part of Global Beauties present in person, but it was nice that what they did to Enrique and how they gave the sash to Isabella and everything.
Mhm.
So I'm still wondering what happened to that award that could not give
Oh, they lost it. Enrique said they lost
Yeah,
the
they lost it.
trophy.
They had the award. It's a crystal award, but they lost it. I don't know what happened. So that was the part that I liked. I mean, I
Yeah.
agree with Noemi. The swimsuits were unflattering. I still don't know what color they were. I don't know if they were like green or teal, but the
It was more
design
like
Green
beige.
and gold. It was like green. No.
and
Yeah.
they make everybody look like fat in the belly
Yes.
because of the shape.
Yeah.
So and then Isabella showed up in the perfect swimsuit. Like hot
And
pink swimsuit.
somebody's saying, the pink swimsuit is way better than the preliminary one.
Yes.
Vincent says,
Yeah.
we agree, Vincent. Totally.
Would have popped out
Yeah.
on the stage.
And there was something odd. There was something odd with the styling today. Like the hair
Yes.
was not
Oh my
cute
God, the hair was
Yeah.
horrible.
on anybody.
Nobody
Everybody.
used hairspray. I'm telling you, you could see some of their cowlicks standing.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were
Oh my God.
everywhere.
And Miss Gran is known for being so, obsessive about having the
Polished.
girls looking perfect.
Mhm.
So for me, it was kind of surprising. Like, I don't know if there was not air, there is no air conditioning backstage or something, but they all look like freezy.
Mhm.
So I was wondering about that.
But, you know, the one
Thank God Angola and Nigeria are bald and didn't have to worry about it. Advantages
That
of being
would've-
bald.
That would have been me if I was competing in Grand as a female, bald-headed.
Bald
do it.
is beautiful, baby. That's
very humid.
Yes. Apparently, I don't know. It wasn't caught during the live stream, but apparently Miss Philippines fell
Bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
as she was going down. As she was going down the stairs, and I actually grabbed that clip and I posted it on my TikTok. And after 5 minutes, it had like about 4,000 views already. So
Mhm.
it was like, so I don't know. Was she pushed by Miss Puerto Rico? Do you think, or what?
Well,
We're trying
Fell
to
on top
create-
of the dolly.
We're trying to create a controversy here, okay?
hold on. Puerto Ricans doesn't use the black swan technique, okay? But
Was it? Do you remember that event where they were all wearing their crowns and they had to go down that?
Romania.
Yeah,
Oh,
Romania supposedly pushed Puerto Rico. Okay. Did you see
Romania
that
had
one?
the tallest heels, huh? Did you see Romania's heels?
Which one?
Romania heels.
Oh my God, they were like what, a foot high, for Pete's sake. And since she arrived, that pimple on her face has never disappeared. It's permanent.
Oh my God.
What is that pimple on your face, Romania? Why is it still there? Is it competing with you or what? Or is it a beauty mark? Maybe, who knows?
maybe it's a beauty mark, like
It's a
Marilyn
beauty
Monroe.
Okay, so we all agree that this year's production, I think personally, is not as grand as compared to last year's, basically because they scaled down. They combined the intros with the evening gown competition. Let's talk about the dresses, okay? Let's talk about the gowns, okay? Oh, actually, here's an interesting question. Usually they go by alphabetical order, but for this time they put Angola before Albania. And I'm trying to figure out, is this a mistake? Is this a mistake? It was like the third activity where they had Angola leading the pack. And now during the evening gown competition, now I figured out that's the reason why they put Angola ahead, because she was flawless. She set the tone for the entire competition, for all the girls to follow her, because she was perfection. I've never seen her fall. I've never seen her like slip. I mean, in both competitions, she was amazing. She was amazing. Yeah. So guys, you know, now I'm going to put her in my top 20, right? Yeah, she's in my top 20.
But you know that in the swimsuit competition, in that horrible moment, they called Romania first and then Puerto Rico.
Yeah, there were many of these glitches.
But not just that,
Many-
also Greece. Greece was in the second swimsuit competition. She was before two girls. And I don't know why. I was like, why
think-
they allowed to do that? And they announced,
think
I
the
think she
point-
was before Gibraltar.
I think, Antonio, I think the point here is that, I think these girls came in a bit later and then they just got shuffled in between. If you look at, some of these, they came late. And because of that, probably the ordering went for a toss. Because the same problem we had in the swimsuit rematch. There also a couple of times, the names were swapped. They were not in alphabetical order.
Yes. Yes, I saw that.
No.
Yeah. I think it was just like I don't know, some staff error. Yeah. Staff error. So we'll see. So anyway, so I thought Angola was amazing. I love her gown. And
You did? You liked her gown?
I love her gown.
No, it was horrible.
Okay,
That-
when you go to her Instagram, she gives the story of the dress and she says, this is what she said. The designer, who's Vietnamese, said to me, I asked myself a question, why people think that black is dark and doesn't shine as brightly as other colors. And today I proved it in this amazing performance. The quartz block and the stones on the shoulder are images of quartz block. They are rare gems, but are always hidden in the dark and hard to see places. That's why it contains an extraordinary power of brilliance. Like you, Emma.
I wish they had given this.
It's a
meaning
beautiful
as-
story, Rafa. It's a beautiful story, but I'll tell you what's the problem here. It was too much. I mean, fine, it could have been toned down a bit. But if you guys know this famous movie in Bollywood called Shahinshah, if you guys see that thing he wears, it kind of reminded me of that. It was just way too much going on. And she's got a very powerful face. It could have toned down a bit. It looked very cartoony for me. It was just like too much, like she was a superhero or something. She should be in an Avenger movie. You know what I'm saying?
But Emma, I think Angola has come a long way. If you remember a couple of years back, there was this whole sob story where Angola is looking at other girls' costumes. She doesn't have a good dress and she came in the top 20 in 2021. And from there, I
thought Angola's dress.
I like the
it?
dress.
Yes.
The thing is, match the background, so she get lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
If the background would be a different color, I mean, for example, when I choose my favorite separated in evening and swimsuit, I did it per group. In her group, she's my favorite. She stands out. The only thing that I didn't like is like the background is black.
Dark, yeah.
They have like chandeliers. It's like she just came from the background and brought life into a dress.
That's interesting you mentioned that because it's very, very rare to see a dark-skinned black girl to wear a black gown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the fact that this one to me works for her in her favor is because when you consider her makeup, her eye makeup is all glittery. If she hadn't had that glitter in her eyes, her face probably would totally be invisible.
She could have done more highlighter than the glitter because it just looks scary. In one angle, you just see this white eyes. She looks kind of demonic. It looks scary when she closes her eyes. Highlights would have been better because there used to be a model called Alex Wex. This is, I think, early 20s, in 2000. Alex Wex was really, really dark and she would wear black and she would rock the catwalk. She was one of the top supermodels at the time. So you can wear black being a colored woman, that's fine, but how are you going to style it? That's important. So Angola is extremely strong, but for that round, no. Swimsuit, my God, she nailed it. So
I love Emma. I love that you said colored woman instead of woman of color. Love you. Because people would get offended. Colored woman? Like what the hell? Okay. Thank you for being unpolitically correct. So, does anybody else like Angola? Anybody else want to comment on Angola's beautiful and extraordinary gown? Kind of reminded me of Armani Gabriel's gown when she won Miss Universe.
No.
No. Disagree?
No.
Speak, ladies. Speak, woman.
No. Armani was a class apart. Armani really, it didn't overpower her. She owned the gown, but Angola overpowered her. Yeah. So that's where I.
Okay, so what do we think? Another gown we can talk about Colombia's gown right there. What do you think of Colombia's gown? The first time I saw it, I said, what the hell is she wearing? And then you know what? I kind of like it, especially when you took, the hat, I think she should have kept the hat, I think. because it would have made more impact, I think. But the fact that she took it off, and then her hair was kind of like messy, and she had to fix her hair. That sort of like stole a few minutes away from the overall look. But overall, I like the gown. I like it fits her very sexy body. I like the black, what do you call
Gloves.
gloves
Gloves.
stuff and
Beautiful.
everything. And she was just beautiful, and her red lipstick, it just vavavoom.
Yeah.
Vavavoom sexy to me.
I know some people will kill me, but I have a love-hate relationship with Colombia. She's beautiful. I think she needed to wait a couple of years because I feel, and this is my opinion, it's not her fault, but I feel that they want to create another Isabella on her. It's like, and I don't think that a pageant normally repeats looks, internationally speaking. And I didn't like her. I have her in my list because I know she's going to make it. There's no way that she would not make it. But in her group, not because I'm working with her, but in her group, Sofia Cuba did a great job for me. I didn't like Colombia. First of all, just leave the hat on because the look is beautiful. It's kind of Roger Rabbit kind of thing. But then you take the hat, you look all crazy, you look old. That didn't work. She looked old. And then she go at the end of the runway, covering her face with a freaking hat again, like she's a matador or something. I didn't like her performance in evening gown.
I have to say, to be honest, I
loved
didn't
it.
like the gown from Miss Colombia. I didn't like the gown, but I love the show that she performed. I think that she killed. She gave
Yeah.
the show that I was looking for, and she won't tell you yet, but she's in my top 5. I think she killed it. She was amazing. She gave the show fans we wanted. So. Yeah.
It was beautiful. The hat worked. I'm sorry, the hat, although when she came on, she gave me that Lady Dimitrescu. I can't say the name, that character from that video game. She gave me that look, but that hat worked. I don't know what's it called. Maybe it's a traditional hat from her country. It was beautiful. It was actually nice. I loved it. And that black, it was like a black Jessica Rabbit sort of a gown.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it was fantastic. It might have been a little gimmicky, but it worked. And she look at her figure, hourglass.
Yes.
Like,
It's
oh my
amazing.
God. The best body, I'm going to say, is Colombia.
Mhm.
Wow. That girl's thighs. Whoa. When I saw her in the
She looks
swimsuit, I'm like,
good.
oh my
It
God,
looks-
Guru, her thighs.
No. I think it was one moment that really took my breath away. I think she was styled to perfection, exactly what Grand wants, something that's unusual, which really is memorable. It's not the run-of-the-mill, the gold and the greens that we saw too much. There were no parachute, those trains hanging. There was theatrical performance in it, but she looked gorgeous. I just could not take my eyes away from her. She was so beautiful.
She was.
It was a moment. I truly believe there was her and then there was Peru. These two were moments that really, okay, this is Grand. It's something that will always be very, very special. I think she is Miss Universe caliber. I always felt her way back in 2021 when she came first runner-up. But then I just feel it was her moment and she totally owned it. And I think she's definitely going to be there.
Yeah, I mean they're looking for a show, and she gave us. It was a show-stopping gown. Period. Another showstopper. Yeah, go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, she was giving Titanic glam. If the Titanic had not sank,
Yes.
and they had created a show,
Yeah.
and I really loved it because Maria Alejandra is a woman who's been in pageants for 10 years. She's been in Miss World. She won Reina Hispanoamericana. She won all these titles. And she always said that this is her last competition and she wants to do, and it showed when she came out, like the presentation. I was very impressed. And the funny thing is that the 3 gowns that impressed me today were the 3 vintage gowns, Puerto Rico, Peru, and Colombia. And the funny thing is that Colombia is Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio. Peru was The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio, and Puerto Rico was The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio. Because, everybody was in yellow or green. All the girls were in yellow or green. And then you have these 3 girls bringing an extra show.
Yeah.
For example, when Peru came out, I lost it. I mean, I love this girl, and she also gave this performance, and so it's they're putting the effort, to give the show. And I don't know if they're going to repeat their gowns, like everybody's saying, oh, I have two gowns, everybody has two gowns, so we don't know what's going to happen. But for example, today, those were the ones that I like, the vintage ones.
In fact, Ed, in one of the stories, she mentioned the sanctity of the hat and how to her, it means spiritual growth and something to do with the, making sure that she understands her values. And I think that's what really connects. So it would have been good to at least have those as talking behind, because they put a lot of effort, and then you really appreciate the gowns as well. So that could have been added at least.
Right, exactly.
I don't know.
Did you guys
The gown
notice?
is beautiful for me. Don't take the hat off. I don't know. The whole ensemble with the hat was beautiful. It just throw me out. But in bathing suit, she looks amazing.
Oh shit, definitely. So Luis, you don't like hats in gowns, correct?
I like the hat, but this is the thing. When she came out first, I was, oh, that's the look. But then you see this. And then the whole hair is out of commotion. And I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to give me the show, keep the hat on. For me, I think that was the whole look. But when you take the hat off, was like, I don't care. Your hair is destroyed. You look old. But with the hat on, when I saw her coming in, I was like, oh, that's a look. For the next 5 to 10 years, everybody's going to use a freaking hat. You will see. But then when she took it off, it took the magic from me. That is the reason why I had like a love and hate relationship with Colombia. Because it's like, oh, I like you. Oh, you took the magic away. Yeah.
Pageant fan says, I don't care about the story of the dress. It is more important how you carry the dress. Yeah, we all agree. We agree. But you know what? This is Miss Grand. Mrs. Grand, it's really all about the dress, whether you like it or not. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about the dress. Like, who designed this? What's the story behind it? Fine. You can probably pick a simple dress, like a vintage dress for like $50 off the rack. But are people going to talk about it? No. So the more elaborate the gown is, the more interesting looking it is, the more people talk about it. So so you have to have like a little balance and stuff and everything. So did you guys notice a lot of girls came out with yellow capes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yellow and green.
Cambodia, Guatemala, Germany, Paraguay, Vietnam, Thailand was
Paraguay.
All the other girls had
Venezuela.
Venezuela too, capes.
Ecuador too, I think what is the
What about
Mm-hmm.
were there were a couple of reveals. One of them is Nicaragua's reveal. She came out, draped in gold, and when she reaches the platform, she took it down, and then the reveal was really underwhelming. I was looking for something more really.
Pakistan's reveal was much better.
Oh yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I think she was much better off with that drape over her body. She should not have taken it off. Yeah.
For that reveals, what we saw was the girls tripping. They turned and tripped, like 10 of them. I turned and I tripped. They wanted to emulate Thailand, Miss Grand Thailand. What they did.
Yes. I'm so tired of that.
Curtain.
I'm so tired. Don't mimic something that you are not good at it. United States tried, and God bless her heart, her material got caught in her curly wave hair. I'm like, look at the other one, try to turn. I mean, it's like, even I think was Belarus tried to copy her in the bathing suit poses too. I'm like, what is this? Be yourself.
Yes.
But I'm gonna say something. When I saw that reveal with Nicaragua, I've seen that reveal before with drag queens. They go out the stage to perform. They take the thing and there's a drag queen singing. So for me, I was with Noemi watching the prelim together this morning, and I was like, she's gonna take it out. There you go. He took it off.
Now,
I want you to know.
Okay, what do we think of Brazil? As you know, Brazil this year is getting a lot of pressure because, of course, the outgoing queen is from Brazil. And I noticed she came out wearing this beautiful, green gown. The color is amazing. But when she did that turn, she almost fell.
In swimsuit.
Did you notice that? Yeah.
I didn't like the green
Swimsuit
dress.
and an evening gown, both.
Again,
Yeah.
I didn't like the evening gown. If green is the color, if you remember Brazil in 2020, it was similar where
Lalaguetas. Yes.
yeah, it just
That was
completely
beautiful.
it
Yeah.
was on her dress, it was on her skin. And that was the real green, because that also had leaf and images of leaves all across her body.
It was very
But then she
ornate.
threw something as well on the floor midway of the performance.
Yes.
I don't know if it was a grasshopper or what. It looked quite weird and uneasy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
it was,
took like a material that was holding the sleeve or whatever, and she just took it away.
Yeah.
She's not a good turner because she's been invading, so she almost fall again. And I'm like, there she goes.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's saying Peru's gown is overrated. Columbus' gown was too much. As much as I hate it, she did the assignment correctly. Okay. Mexico looks mature, like she's in her 40s. Can we talk about Mexico? I thought Mexico.
I
to
didn't like
me-
the dress.
Mexico to me reminded me of Venezuela last year. That attitude, that look. She reminded me of Venezuela. Who's one up?
What
She had
was
a
the
feather.
thing?
Do we
She
set
had
the
a feather.
Mexico,
Feather in her
it's
pink
like
one.
tacky. Yeah.
I
Well,
was
maybe
like,
maybe that's her best gown. She wore it during the prelims. A lot of girls are opting to wear the less better gown because they expect to advance to the top 20. So
That's such a
and that is the
mistake.
mistake.
yeah, it is a huge mistake.
Sorry, Noemi.
Huge mistake. Always wear your best gown during the
Mhm.
preliminaries. Okay.
That's the
Rafa,
competition.
Mexico won the best dress last year, if you
Who?
remember.
Oh yeah.
Was it elegance? Yeah.
It was green. Again, it had a huge train. And she
Mhm.
carried it off extremely well. But this year was a letdown for Mexico for sure.
Yeah.
The color was nice though, but it was just too busy. And
I
did
like
anyone-
Mexico. I don't know why you guys are saying that. I actually
don't
liked
like
the way
her.
she looked.
No, the color is nice.
I
The
don't
color
like
was
her.
lovely.
Nice.
I think it
I
looked
don't
good
like
on
the
her.
thing.
What's
Where's
too
my
much? What is
feather?
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the color. I think because of the fact I'd seen so much of
Colombia's
green. So
costume.
You like
Colombia
you like my feather? You
had
like my
this,
feather? I see.
Bird.
Colombia is the star, but she's the oldest star. Ooh, shades.
Ooh.
Well, I said it. She looked old in that part.
Brazil looks like Thalia. Thalia is a famous Mexican entertainer.
No.
yeah, I don't know. I don't see that.
Talia looks much better.
Yeah, I don't see it. Can we talk about Italy's gown? Okay, because I just for some reason I just love and hate it at the same time.
my God,
Why
you
do
love
we need to talk about it?
Because
Why
it's my
do we
show.
go there?
Okay, I can say whatever I want in my show.
Can we delete that? Can we forget about that? Because that hurt my eyes. That hurt
You're,
my
Girl.
eyes.
you're behaving like a Hamas terrorist, Noemi. Okay.
But she gets
No.
points for me, Rafa, because
because
she
drinking
came
game
out.
every
She
time
was so
Rafa
happy.
says Hamas.
Guys, I am so sorry. Melvyn, can you talk, because I think I read your message that said that you were muted.
No, that was Melvyn. We can hear you. You're not muted, but we can't hear you. You're not muted. No.
I'm not muted.
No,
but
you.
can hear me.
No, Melvyn.
No. So something's wrong with your audio. Can you switch to a laptop? Because I think are you using your iPhone? I think. Yeah, switch to laptop. It's better.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So,
There.
yeah, let's talk.
Sorry,
Let's go back to Italy. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen. I think this is the first time I've seen such an
Crochet.
a crocheted fishnet, whatever you want to call it, gown. Okay, so it serves its purpose. If she wants to go fishing, she can use that gown to go fishing.
True.
Okay, so
She remi-
it's
Ra-
very
Rafa,
practical.
she remi-
If she wants to take a nap in a hammock, she can easily use that as a hammock. Hang it between
Rafa.
two trees, and she can like woo, sway, lullaby.
Rafa, she reminds me of one of the costumes that Denmark wore as a national costume, the Little Mermaid, and they had these net things going on a couple of 5-6 years back.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's what it reminds me of.
Okay. So yeah, so it was quite controversial because as you can see, I mean, she's wearing, I think she was better off not wearing anything underneath because that dark blue panties or whatever, it's to me, it's like, it's like, it's a big distraction. It's really do. But the girl itself, I think she's amazing. I think she's funny. She's high spirited. She's high energy. But that gown, it's either you wear it or you burn it. Actually, I did a poem. I did a poem on Instagram story, and I asked that question: burn it or wear it. So far, burn it is leading.
Burn it.
You don't need a poll for that.
Burn.
Burn.
Did anyone notice the Czech Republic's gown was very reminiscent of what Miss Grand Thailand wore during her winning? The pink one.
Even the color.
Yes, exactly. The pink and silver. And however, Miss Thailand's dress here was horrible. I think
Thailand was a disaster, Guru. Seriously,
way too high, and her theatrics were way too vulgar. To be honest, sorry.
Can we stop doing the touching thing when the women are standing? Like it's.
What do you mean?
Did you not? I forgot what was the country that she was standing and she was touching herself and she almost went to the private area. And at one point, I'm like, what am I seeing?
Was this doing an evening gown?
Yes.
Yes. I don't remember the country, but yes, Noemi and I were like, okay.
Was it Egypt?
No.
No.
Egypt
no. It wasn't Egypt. It was another country, and she was touching herself, and she went all the way down, and she was like this.
Oh dear.
Yes, and I'm like,
I gotta rewatch the show again.
Was that Thailand? Are you sure? In swimsuit or evening gown?
Does anybody know the audience who's that girl herself?
Yeah,
Thailand. It's Thailand.
It was way too high.
Somebody say Thailand.
Way too uncomfortable.
It wasn't Thailand.
Wasn't Thailand? Okay.
Thailand didn't change her routine from nationals to Grand. She used the same technique, the same runway in nationals, in Grand. And she touched herself, but she doesn't go to the jewel box. This one was like close to the candy store. I was like, okay. I mean, I'm sorry, but that doesn't help.
What do we think of Indonesia's gown inspired by the movie Frozen? That's what she said.
I like her dress. In her group.
There was some
too many icicles for me.
I like the top part. The top part was
top part.
amazing. The bottom, it was like it's unfinished, but she looks amazing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do we think of let's talk about Netherlands. Okay. Netherlands right now is my top 5 for the time being. Okay, well, we all agree that she's gorgeous, but doesn't her hair though? She went back to long straight hair. Didn't she look much better though when she had her hair styled in that Farah hairstyle in the
swimsuits? Yeah,
wasn't that much better? Yeah.
She looked like
so I don't know. Actually, I told her that. I sent her an Instagram message. I think you should keep this look during the preliminaries and the finals.
Apparently, the designer of the dress is the one that wanted the hair like this.
Oh, really? Now, who designed her dress? Was it a
the same as my designer?
It's a
the same that he did dresses for like 20 girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But still.
But I love Netherlands.
But I thought her performance was flawless. She did the triple turns in the swimsuit. She didn't trip or anything. It was a great, solid performance, and her face was just beautiful. I mean, the frame. Actually, when I think of her long black hair, I think it kind of like suits her face because it kind of like it's a perfect frame for her face. So Netherlands is there. What do we think of Paraguay's 2 feet long hair extensions?
Terrible. She killed her chances. She killed her chances. She was
She
invited.
killed it.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
When I was like, why you put extensions? You look it with the short hair. I was
Yeah.
like, what happened?
Yeah.
She just blew her chances. You know, she was
Yeah.
very promising till the end. But seeing those hair, especially in the swimsuit, I don't know what they were doing with that hair.
Hmm.
It was
Mhm.
a total hot mess.
Yeah, I don't know whose
I
idea
see.
was it, but I think I think ever since she arrived in Vietnam, remember when she first came to Vietnam, she was just simple girl with short hair, you know, and then as time goes by, they were glaming her up like every day, you know, with
Mhm.
longer hair extensions, shoulder length, and now during the prelims, it was like, you can tell all the way to the back. So I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. It really affected her performance, I think.
Yes.
I
Mhm.
felt bad because she was one of
Yeah.
my favorites.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe for the final she will be Rapunzel.
Oh, well,
She will
we'll
have the
see.
long hair.
Now, let's talk about Russia's expensive looking gown. And
Oh
Looked like
my
a royal
God.
czar.
she looks
Wow.
$1 billion.
Expensive.
That girl.
She knocked it out of the park. She was
And her eyes
gorgeous,
were-
perfect cape coat, the cape thing, perfect color, complemented
Yes.
her lip. That neck when she turned around, my God, it was like a goddess. I was like, Russia's got it on. I mean, wow, this girl just knocked out. She just came up my chart. Amazing. Guru, go on. I'm so
Mhm.
excited about her.
She
Sorry.
looked royalty every inch from top to
Yeah.
bottom, and especially her eyes. She knows how to work her eyes, and I think there was something very, very
Yes.
fierce about that performance.
Yeah.
Not the same, say, for the swimsuit, but evening gown, definitely she was a class apart.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when she threw her cape. I mean, we're talking about she was very, very, very dramatic and whatnot. So I was wondering if that was symbolic, though, symbolic of the fact that, you know, Russia is winning the war in Ukraine. Was that symbolic when she threw you? Here's for you, Ukraine.
don't-
Take it. What do you think?
Okay, let's talk about Ukraine's gown, Rafa. Ukraine's gown,
God.
guys.
Ukraine.
Jon Snow, Game of Thrones. Jon Snow, Game of Thrones. That's what Ukraine's gown gave me. It was
Yeah.
hideous. All right.
What did I
I
say?
don't know.
Just
And
too
that
much.
that hair was horrible, like gelled back. I don't know what the hell it was.
Yeah.
It just
I
did
didn't
not
like
work.
that.
No.
Mhm.
This is what I
So
wrote about
Russia
Ukraine's.
is winning.
Yeah, this is what I wrote about Ukraine's gown. Black Swan meets Spider Woman.
That
Because
was
all this
the
like webs and stuff and everything.
yeah.
So I thought it
It
was
was horrible.
hilarious.
But can I tell you something?
Go.
I love her. I love that dress.
She has one of the most beautiful faces. in the
Ukraine.
competition.
Ukraine's. Oh my God. Why?
I like her in the evening gown group. I have her as the best because the more was happening, I was like, I'm getting tired, and I have her. I don't know why I have her.
She's
Her face
beautiful.
is gorgeous, but her gown, I didn't
That
like it.
face,
But
She's
the,
too busy.
I think, but that is the moment that you know that the dress doesn't make you. You made the dress, and her face did the job. Like it's like you're gorgeous. I don't care if you like Miss Russia from 2002 that she just grabbed the blankets and the sheets from the bed and put it on in evening gown. It's her face. It's her face. She looks beautiful, and for me in her group, she was the best.
Mhm.
For me, in evening
Okay.
gown,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I think she looks much prettier with her hair up, I think, rather than down. And she was stunning. She was really, really stunning.
Very beautiful, badly styled. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. She
A
needs
subtle
to come
color
back
would
in a
have
few
made her
years.
pop.
Yeah.
I hope she joins Miss Universe Ukraine someday because this
Yeah.
girl has potential.
She's very beautiful.
She has
Yeah.
great potential.
Yeah.
Now, what do we think of South Africa's interesting looking gown? Did you guys notice her gown? It was like very like mixture of dark, very earthy colors, earth brown, orange, indigo, whatever. And I think it was Ed who mentioned that she was trying to copy Lalela Maswane, Miss Supranational 2022 from South Africa. Did you guys see?
Yeah, it was similar hairstyle, and the
Hairstyle.
gown, the preliminary gown for Lalela was in this style completely. So it wasn't until she left the stage that I realized this, because you know today was the first day that she showed up with the straight hair part down the middle, just like Lalela.
Okay.
I don't
I
like
thought the girl, I think she's the dark horse. I think she did an amazing job in swimsuit and also, evening gown, except for the gown itself. But her presentation was very good. I didn't like her hair straight down.
Mhm.
I thought she was like, what are you trying to copy Miss Haiti? Because look at Haiti's hairstyle, it never changed.
Mhm.
She arrived and get the same old black hair. I'm not even sure if that's real or extensions and whatnot, but it's all same style. You get bored easily just looking at that style. What do we think of Belgium? For the first time, I saw Belgium
her face.
That's
Mhm.
the face.
and she's actually beautiful.
Yes.
I
You know-
love Belgium. She was the best in her group, in my opinion, in evening gown. That girl was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So she was a surprise. She brought her A game, definitely. But again, that hair when she arrived, I mean, she was sporting this big, humongous Afro Cleopatra Jones style hair, and she pretty much got lost in the crowd.
Mhm.
What do we think of Myanmar's green gown with the golden cape?
Ooh.
Stunning.
I didn't
It was beautiful, but without the cape. I was so irritated with capes all around.
The
Without the
cape,
cape,
yeah.
just that green.
It wasn't
look.
finished well. It looked little
It
costume.
had a
big for
phoenix
her.
or something in the back, but it just did not work. I don't know what it was, a bird or something. But without the cape, it would have looked fantastic,
But I
simplistic,
like
and
her,
elegant.
Emma, I liked her
She was
earrings. It
beautiful.
reminded of the way Catriona had her, those
Mhm.
stars and flag, the
The
sun.
earring. Yeah.
That's something
Yeah.
similar. I
Okay.
like the green, but the cape again was a bit too much, and it wasn't finished well. So it wasn't just falling naturally on her. The silhouette was not clean. It looked heavy.
Okay.
And that's where she lost her chances. Though she was high up, but then because of these slight nuances, she dropped a bit for me.
What
I
do we?
like-
Yeah, you like it? Yeah. What do we?
Oh, I
think?
love it.
What do
I
we
love
think of Dominican Republic's gown? This is what I wrote. This is what I wrote. She stole the drapes hanging from Mommy Teresa's bedroom.
Oh my God.
We said the same thing. We did.
It was
And
too much. It was too much. Yeah,
It was
I-
too much.
performance.
yes.
There was too much.
Yeah.
Too much. That one was too much. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Miss
It was
Melendez,
too much. Too
I
much.
just want to ask you guys.
Universe.
I just want to ask you guys something.
Me.
Do you feel that these girls just stole the cushions, the pillows, the curtains, and put
Everything.
it in the freaking dresses? It's
Everything.
like they just brought the mumu. I don't understand why all these theatricals if it don't look right. And Dominican Republic almost fell again in evening gown.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yes.
I
yes.
didn't notice.
And my comment, and Noemi almost died laughing when we were watching it. Mind you, it was 5 a.m. for us. So I go like, there's no water this time. So she cannot blame it in the water. She almost fall.
Yeah,
Now
the floor was kind of dry. Yeah, it was
The mop.
very dry.
It was the wet mop that she was carrying. It was just too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
somebody
know.
commented as well, Jason, about why Pageant Gurus did not like Dominican Republic's gown. I think we all agree. I hope this answers the question. It's not. We love her. She's
Right.
amazing, in the swimsuit and everything. But the evening gown just fell flat. So we
Mhm.
love her. So don't feel anything.
And the gown was carrying her. It was overpowering.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she had such a beautiful body. She could have
Yeah.
really nailed it with one of those nice silhouettes. But here she was covering all her assets. Didn't help her. Didn't help her case at all.
You know, guys, like even though the gown wasn't that nice, for me, she was the best was giving the gowns. She was so confident, she killed it. Like that's what she I didn't care about her gown at all because she was so confident, so beautiful. I was like, yeah, she's my top.
All right.
I like last year's
The-
Dominican Republic's costume evening gown. If you remember last year's, it was a lot of tassels and trains who looked like Catriona Gray. I don't know if you guys remember. Her evening gown was spectacular, but it was not the same.
Melvin,
I
can
just
you hear
feel
us?
these girls.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. we
Yes.
can hear you,
Yes.
Melvin.
Finally. Okay.
Finally.
that
So
feels good.
you switched to laptop?
Yes, I switched to laptop.
Okay, remember that next time. Okay.
Yes, I
Much
will.
better. So what do we think? I was asking everybody's opinion about some of the gowns that they like and they didn't like. Which of these gowns actually caught your attention?
Let me begin with Italy. Okay. I so
But
We ended it physically.
no, but let me begin with it because you know what? I actually like the top portion
Louise,
of
stop it.
No, but I do like the top portion of it, and I do think that it had some amount of potential. I've never seen a knitwear gown look the way it did, and especially when she came out in the beginning, I thought it had potential until I saw those granny panties, you know. I think that's
Yeah.
where it killed it, you know, because other than that, I think in some ways it does work as a unique textile for a gown.
Mhm.
And I think it could have a great story. So yes, so that's that about that. About Colombia, you know, I'm not totally against the fact that she took off the hat because I think it was needed for the dramatic moment. But I can see where this, you know, the copy of Isabella comes from. But then again, Isabella is so great that it's a good follow-up for her because I don't think anybody else can easily follow up to Isabella.
Right.
You know, so yes, so I'm with that. And of course, Ukraine is just so statuesque, you know. I love her because she looks like, you know, like a black Oscar that she was there on the stage, you know. So, and of course, I did like Angola's gown. By the way, that's when I actually realized nobody could hear me. So I was kind of, I liked Angola's gown because, and not because of the gown itself. I think it very much suited her personality.
Mhm.
You know, she is very dramatic. She is very high fashion. She looked like she was, you know, moving Vogue on stage.
Mhm.
And that's why I like that gown on her particularly.
Wonderful. Great.
Ye-
That's awesome. All right. So we have
Peru,
Peru. Go
okay.
ahead.
Yes, Peru. I mean, I love the drama and the colors look like, you know, she's probably the mascot for Chinatown. But other than the colors being so loud and dramatic and in dramatic in a not very nice way, I do think she worked the gown. And Dominican Republic, you know, that woman can wear crap as well. And I think she can carry it with style.
Yeah.
So all these three actually, Peru, Colombia, and Dominican Republic are in my top 5 at the moment.
Wonderful. That's great. Now, well, we have 3 Indians in the group. What is your opinion about Miss India's gown?
Who wants to
Okay.
begin? Okay, let me tell you this. I think she's a walking baby Aishwarya.
yeah,
She's
Really?
got that,
Yes.
I got that right.
that face is
That's
just
true.
the money. The money is on the face.
Yes.
That gown looked like it was probably Singapore's national costume, you know, where she's missing the orchid itself. I would prefer if the entire gown was in purple instead of purple and green. But I have seen a
orange as well, no?
sketch. Yeah, that little orange in the middle. I didn't mind the orange as much as I did mind, you know, the green at the bottom.
Green.
Because she looked like an incomplete flower of a national costume. But I have seen a sketch of the red gown that if she makes it, she's going to wear, and that is stunning.
Oh, nice.
You said red? Did you say red?
Interesting.
Red.
I hope it's the right red, because if it's the wrong one, like what Ritika Kitani wore, it can be disastrous. So I hope
No,
it's
but
the
I
right
think
red.
it is the right red, I feel, and it could be one of the best gowns a Miss India has ever worn.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Okay. So
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Oh my God.
It could be.
yes.
It's a Vietnamese designer, but yes,
Okay.
I do believe that I saw a sketch of it. Now, God knows what comes in real. So if the sketch comes really to life, it can be magnificent. And you know, the thing about India is she's another girl who brings that X factor. And I think she brings what brand wants.
Yes.
And that is, you know,
Yeah.
just that, you know, that correct look and that right enthusiasm. And she's on point. And I've been following her even before this contest. In fact, the year she didn't make it at Miss Diva, I actually felt that she should one day go to Grand, and that's what's happening right now. Because that
2020.
girl has that, you know, she's on her toes. You know, you put her in a restaurant, she'll make a video. She's very active, and that's exactly what I believe Grand wants.
I was going to
Melo-
say that because did you see the video, the reel that
Ground
she made
system.
with Miss Malaysia?
Yes,
hilarious. That was
absolutely.
hilarious.
Yes, it is.
You know, for the first time, I see an Indian beauty queen acting badly, not badly, but in a good way, like a naughty.
You know,
mean
it's an
Right.
elegant,
Yeah.
an elegant naughty, I would call it.
Yes,
I like it.
I love
I mean,
it.
she's my
Love it.
favorite. She's my favorite. She was my number 1 in her group She was the top one in her group for me, and then Indonesia. I love India. I think the last time I loved India so much in Grand was the year that they stole her crown.
2017.
18.
Uh-huh. She
Yes.
was the real winner, but they give it the title to that one that just passed out or whatever. I don't care. So this is the second time in Grand history that I see a girl from India that I feel like if they are looking for a South Asian girl, then India is the one to go. Also, I feel, and I don't know if all of you guys share the same opinion, this crown is kind of going towards Europe. That's what I think. I don't think America Latinos is going to have the crown this year. I think the crown is going to Europe or Asia. And if it's going to be Asia,
I hope
That's
Asia.
yeah. That's what Naomi didn't that what she
We
said
discussed
last time,
that last
didn't you?
time as well.
That's what
Yes.
Naomi said. She said
Yeah.
that either a European girl or an Asian girl will win this year.
Yeah.
if it's Europeans, I think Netherlands and Czech Republic and maybe UK are the ones to be. If it's going to Asia, India have great, and Myanmar have great possibilities. But I would not be mad if India wins. Because then I will have India in Miss Grand, and then I will have India in Miss World, and then I'm happy.
Antonio, you were going to say about India?
Yeah, I was in love with India. Like I was having, I'm gonna exaggerate, but I was having like an orgasm, I think, when she showed up in She was amazing. I mean, I was in bed and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like, she killed it. I think that she was my second favorite in Evening Out, but she jumped my list a lot. You know, she was in my top 20, but then after, yeah, she right. She was amazing. Her face, how she was looking at the camera, at the public, at the judges. I mean, like, she killed it. She's like, no. Just to let you know, my favorite, I'm not sure about what do you think, guys, but my favorite in Evening Out, another girl that show up is Spain. The face of Spain, I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like shocking with Spain. Beauty.
Yes.
I was pleasantly surprised with
India.
Spain.
Yeah, we loved India's entire performance in both the rounds, and I love the swimsuit, that wink she gave. Oh my God, Guru and I was having chills the whole time. The pointing and the wink, she owned it. And the suit worked on her. The swimsuit worked on her. We were like, oh, okay, it's looking good on her. She was amazing. It's a big step up for India this year compared to last year. So we're super excited about where it's gonna go. Lots of love to her, and she's nailing everything, every round. When she goes live, when she's doing her little reels, every single thing she's nailing.
I think Emma, just to add to Emma's point,
Guru, you wanted to say something.
If you've seen her video, her live when she did with Crown Sisters, she said, please come on the camera. People want to see you. I think that was very endearing. I haven't seen a Miss India, as you said, who combines both the glamour part as well as being very endearing, very down to earth, and also having fun at the same time. Melvyn, to your point, even last year's Prachi's gown, when you looked at the dress, the preliminary one, not the final, the red one, the sketch was amazing. The story behind it, there was a flower, that was the inspiration, amazing. But when it actually came on stage and the way she did her hair, it ruined her chances. Her final round, evening gown was much better. So I'm hoping the styling, she keeps it the same way. I think that's going to be key for her. But I think a big step up from Prachi.
But I think Prachi's gown last year, the major problem with it was that was not a gown for her body type.
True.
But Arshina can carry many gowns. Like she's got a model body type,
Agreed.
Like you can put, that's why the gown that you even put on her, like last night, was like, it wasn't the best gown of the batch, but she can make anything work because as I said, the money is in the face and in the girl itself. Like, in today's day of pageantry, I think it is almost sometimes 40% the girl and 60% the organization that supports them and gives them the tools. However, when it comes to Arshina, it's like she is 80% of it,
Does anyone feel that she gives Urvashi Rautela 2.0 vibes?
She looks like Urvashi and Aishwarya had a baby.
Correct.
Yeah. When I saw her, I was like, that's Aishwarya Rai, except the eyes.
But I hope she speaks like Aishwarya, not like Urvashi.
Oh, no. No.
That is.
And I
my
hope-
goodness.
I hope
Yeah,
I hope she doesn't lose her
Urvashi can't
iPhone
speak.
either. Okay.
I hope she has a mixture of both, because I think Urvashi would have done way
We need
better
both.
in Grand.
Yes, actually, you make a
Yeah,
very
she
sensible,
would have. She would have.
pertinent point here.
Right.
Antonio said something about the dress from Spain, I believe. Hopefully, I remember. I like the dress from Spain, but I don't like her because I feel like wash her off.
You know what? She has one of the most beautiful faces in the competition.
Is
Oh yeah, she surprised me.
To
That
me, it
dress
doesn't
is
matter. It doesn't
beautiful.
matter what she wears because her face is just stunning.
But I'm
Yeah.
surprised that I didn't see that face earlier, or I didn't notice the face as much earlier. There are some girls that just came out in these finals and you were like, oh, they exist.
They brought their A game.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, because a lot of these girls are what I think are silent killers. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
But then
Like,
again, it was mentioned that all the scores are going to be counted from day one.
mhm.
Mhm.
So,
That's what
if they
say.
shone just last night, then maybe it's too late to shine. But, another killer was actually Brazil, because I think she was shining throughout the competition. And just last night, I don't know what happened, but she lost her light.
Yeah. Again,
too much
all the
pressure.
pressure, the
Who lost
pressure.
her light? I didn't
Who
hear
you
that bit.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Oh
Brazil.
yeah.
Brazil. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, one
Yeah.
girl that really surprised me, and I think we all know that Colombia and Peru are two very strong candidates. The other Latina contestant that I can think of that could pose a threat to these two women is Honduras.
yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Honduras aced
She
both
shocked me.
competitions.
She shocked
was
me.
just
She was
came from
unbelievable.
nowhere.
I was stunned looking at this girl. What a face! What a personality! The
Beautiful.
walk, the gown,
Strong. She was speaking with her
everything.
eyes.
Her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well-
for
She's
some
tough
reason, she was the
competition.
best for me in her group.
She's
Yeah.
definitely a dark horse.
I have a story behind Honduras. I was her teacher and coach for 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yes, she started with me, and I told her like 4 or 5 years ago that she will go to Miss Grand. So I know her personally. She's a beautiful girl.
But
What you see is what you get. I'm going to be very honest. I didn't like her performance. She can do better because I was a former teacher, and all the criticisms that she received, she didn't apply them still. She's a gorgeous girl, sadly to say, and I'm going to say this because that was told to me. I didn't work with her in Grand because of conflict of interest with Cuba. And the only reason why I'm working with Ireland is because of MNG, because Fashion Week, and Noemi gave me permission. She knows that. But I was contacted to work with her. I told them no, sadly to say. The way that she speaks interviews is like she's talking something and she says nothing. I didn't like her facial expression. She looked like a deer, like somebody's gonna hit her. So I was frustrated. The dress was gorgeous, but for me, knowing from where she's coming from, what she can do, I got frustrated. I was like, it's a gorgeous dress, but I don't care. I want to see more of you. Although in bathing suit, I feel that she performed the routine that Steven Bonilla put for her, and that's it. But there's nothing in there,
okay.
like literally nothing.
Okay, if you've never heard of Steven Bonilla, he's a Puerto Rican content creator, vlogger, runway coach as well. Go follow him on Instagram. He does all of these funny, crazy skits and whatnot. He imitates all these beauty queens, their reactions, their walks. He is one of the best, I think. Now,
Yeah.
Mr. Dominguez here is back. Okay, Mr. Dominguez, if you were a drag queen, which of these gowns would you wear to fit your personality?
Colombia.
Colombia?
Yeah. I mean,
My Lord.
she just, I mean, I've been skeptical about her, and she kind of like shut me up yesterday. I mean, the way she presented herself, because I have been a judge in so many competitions, and I never score the gown itself because you take the gown away.
Exactly. Yes.
And so many gowns, so many girls were kind of badly trained. So I'm trying to look for kind of, for example, Italy. What happened with Italy is that you see the granny panties, the gown that is a disaster, but she was so happy, she was so confident, she was
Yes.
working it like it was a burlap sack.
Yeah.
And for me, that gets points. The thing that I didn't like about Italy was the makeup.
The
You know,
makeup.
she has
Yes.
such a beautiful face, and she looked like a drag queen yesterday. She
Yes.
harsh features, like whoever did her makeup,
Mhm.
Italy changed that guy or girl, changed them, because that is not the makeup that is the best thing for her. But yeah, if I was a drag queen, no, I would. Even Peru, you know, people are saying that Peru's gown is like a gay peacock. But I loved it.
I
I love how
loved
she
Peru's
presented.
gown. It was so cute. She was standing there like a little ball, fluff
I
ball,
like it.
and we were all waiting what's gonna happen. It was
It's
whimsical
cotton candy.
but adorable.
Reminding me of
Oh, you know
Very
what?
whimsical but
When I
adorable.
talked about my favorite gowns, I forgot Russia. It is true. It was
Yeah.
those four girls who brought the
Yeah.
drama. But you know
yeah.
something? I've been following ever since I started working for Miss Grand 10 years ago. I mean, you have the theatrics and everything, but the winner is usually very ladylike, very ethereal,
Mhm.
All of
not
them.
show
Mhm.
woman. And I kept thinking, because that what you said about India, Luis. I love
Mhm.
India, but I think she's being in the back burner all this time. But I'm starting to wonder if Nawat has noticed that girl,
Not
because
yet.
you know that's the type of queen, like she's queenly. You know,
Yes.
she's
Yes.
very educated.
Very
She's
regal. Yeah, very
her
Yes.
regal
demure,
look.
exactly. The same with Netherlands, but I don't know. I don't know. I think sometimes, you know, they can deceive us with with their picks. So
Mhm,
at
Mhm.
this
that's
point,
true.
I'm like, I cannot even I cannot pick a top 20. I'm like, it's anyone's game at this point, even though I do have my favorites.
Mhm.
But sometimes, you know, every day passes and your mind changes. But right now we're at the stage in the pageant that I am just drained. I just want it to be
You
over.
just want to end it. Yeah. Well, with two more days left, so
I haven't felt
Three.
so drained in pageant like this one because there's no, like last year we all knew Brazil was the one to beat.
Mm.
from the very beginning, yeah,
Yeah.
she was a
From the
stand.
very beginning,
Yeah.
for 2 years in a row, I and Noemi knows, for 2 years in a row, I have Brazil as winner or first runner up. For 2 years in a row, Brazil was coming for that crown. This year, that crown is being flying. Because I remember at the beginning was the boom with Colombia. She's the one, she's the one, she's the one. And I remember the life that I met Lenka, Pageant Guru, Emma. I remember when Lenka says, "You're gonna remember me, Czech Republic is coming." And I said, I like her. And I've been keeping an eye on her. But out of the southern, Netherlands shows up out of the blue and
Mm.
literally became European queen. Like
She in Czech
she's
Republic,
one
yeah.
of the ones
Mhm.
Mhm.
to to shake the moment.
Yeah.
So I don't know. At this point, I don't know who's gonna win. I have my favorite, but if until today's day, I cannot say this is the one that is gonna win.
Mhm.
Okay, let's talk about Noemi's girl, Miss Grand Cuba. What do you think?
No, I
Don't be
like Cuba.
shy. Be
I like
honest.
Cuba. I do like Cuba. I think she is, I mean, she came and she served, but it's just that the competition is very, very tough,
Mhm.
you know, and I don't think she has done enough to become a clear standout. But she is good. She is good. I
Mhm.
wouldn't be surprised if she's in the top 20. I won't be against it.
I thought she has been very consistent from day one. She has been she gave a solid performance, both swimsuit and also the evening gown. but like what you said, the competition this year is so strong that there are other girls who stand out more than she does. And Naomi, I'm sorry, but the evening gown that she wore was, to me, was basic. It was kind of basic gown. I was looking for something more like dramatic, something more, something that's more memorable, so to speak. So, but her national costume was amazing. Her performance in the national costume was great. And she's we all know that Cuba is gorgeous. Okay, she's great, she's wonderful, but for some reason I think she needs to, well, I think it's kind of too late now, but she could have like added more oomph or more zing to her performance. So what do you guys think? Antonio, what do you think of Cuba?
I went to wash my hands. Okay, I repeat the question, please.
Why? Where have your hands been?
I was
The orgasm with India.
No, it's
What do you think of Miss Grand Cuba's performance?
Okay, I was in love with Miss Grand Cuba in the interviews. I remember like she was best. We talk about it. She was the best from her group. She gave a great energy in the preliminaries. I think she was good, but she was not like the others, in my opinion. That's why she was before like in my top 20, but I think she went down to my top 25. But I love her, and she's making the top 20. Good for her. Sorry.
Bless you.
Okay. Who's missing? Oh, Ed, what do you think of Cuba?
Oh, I like her. I mean, ever since she won in Cuba, I remember telling you, she reminds me of this former Miss Cuba that I met once. Her name is Damaris. I think they look a little bit alike. And they have the same energy. You know, Damaris was a complete showgirl. She was a dancer. And Sofia is good. But I think that when you put the group together, she tends to get a little bit lost. But she's a good contestant. I mean, it's the same that what happens with Panama. I mean, I love my Miss Panama. But then when I talk to other people and everything, the only thing that I get is like, oh, she's Dominican Republic book shorter. So, you know, I think it's the same in this case. But contrary to Paraguay, which I absolutely love Paraguay, she killed herself today. And I think Cuba kind of like gained points.
Yes.
Because there are several girls who are the same type, and you have to choose among them.
Paraguay needed to actually stick to that short hair. That was a signature element to stand out. And, you know, she just killed it with the big extensions, and she ended up looking like everybody else.
Well, see, again, maybe that was the gown designer's idea. It wasn't hers. She was like forced to wear that stupid extensions, you know? So,
you know, but sometimes you just need to do what you need to do, because this is your once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, at the end of the day, you need to take responsibility for that moment. A designer or a mentor, or, you know, they'll get thousands of opportunities to win the crown and have their moment.
Then she came out in swimsuit wearing the black lipstick. There's no designer there. That was even worse. I mean, the hair to the back with the black lipstick, like she looked like she was riding a motorcycle.
Maybe she did it in the dark. Maybe she picked the wrong
chick.
lipstick in the dark.
And this is such a beautiful woman. She reminded me of Liz, and everybody who knows me knows that I love Liz to death. My baby girl Liz. And to have, and you know, Maelia, she's not a newbie. She came from East Texas. I mean, why are she's gonna like accept that styling on her? So it's weird. It's weird to see her like this.
That's true.
Looking for Cuba. That's my girl, and I think she's one of the best queens I ever worked in decades. And she has her moments, because Noemi and I are very objective about it. We have a moment that we need to be like, girl, what's going on with you? One day. And the next day, she clicked back on. Yes, there's always room for improvement. I'm happy with her performance and what she's doing compared for supranational, which we were not in the picture. But when you're talking about the hairstyling with the other girls, I mean, Cuba is being dressed by a Vietnamese designer. My other girl, Island, Rachel Swanson, she's being dressed by the same designer, and the hairstylist wasn't Morticia Adams. That was their hair. So I don't think, and this is me, I don't think the designer make them, oh, you need to have these hair extensions of this length to look good on my designer, because at the end of the day, they are in a pageant. They are not modeling for you. They're using your gowns to compete. That is the difference. If you tell me that this is a fashion show, put extensions, beer cans, whatever you want to put in that hair, because it's a fashion show. But in a pageant, you need to go, it's not about you modeling the dress. This is not a fashion show. This is, you just have a dress to complement your beauty and stand out, especially in a pageant like this. So me personally, I believe whoever is telling her that she needs to have hair, sometimes the pressure, let's be honest, sometimes the pressure of what they see, you know, they start making decisions that are not good. For instance, Island, Rachel, she was telling me, talking about Rachel right now, she's calling me. Rachel, I'm in an interview right now with Critical Beauty. Give me a moment. I'll call you right back. I love you.
Oh, let her speak.
Let her speak? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, do a shout out to Critical Beauty because we.
Okay, can you hear me, Rachel?
Hi.
Okay, Rachel, can you say hi to Critical Beauty? We're live on YouTube right now.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Hi.
Can you hear her, guys?
Hi, Rachel.
They say hi.
You can ask Rachel, like, there's a question for her. If she's a winner, who would she like to be her runner-up?
Okay, I have my earbuds. Okay, Rachel, they want to know if you are the winner of Miss Grand, who you would like to who you would like to have as a runner-up.
That's a great question. I mean, I would say that like the same answers that I asked in an interview would be Miss Grand Indonesia. I would love to be holding her hands at the end of it. I think she's incredibly talented. She's really kind. She's beautiful. And she's worked harder than most of the other girls here. So I'm just a huge fan of hers, and I would love to be holding her hand in the end.
There we go.
Good
this
answer.
Is kind of that's
if
a
you
good
speak
answer.
like that,
this
you'll win.
Oh, hold on. One of the interviews that I just met, they said that if you speak like that, you win.
Thank you.
For the record, Rachel, she cannot hear you guys because I have you in my earbuds, but Rachel is the first LGBTQ contestant in United States, and she have a platform. We were talking about you, Rachel, by the way, about the pressure that sometimes contestant feels because other people wear different things. And I wanted to tell the story about your national costume that you said to me, like, I seen these big guns, and we were talking like it's about your personality. And I think in your national costume, you rocked it. Even Noemi, the director for Cuba, that she's right now in the show, she said that you nailed it.
Yeah.
So
She did.
She did. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed. Ireland's obviously a smaller pageant country, so it's different in terms of support and resources and seeing everyone's costumes. I was a little worried that I would let the crowd down, but I decided to just commit to it and give my whole heart in the performance. And it's been really cool to see making fans top 10, top 20 list with probably the least expensive costume there.
Well, I think you're doing fantastic, Rachel. So sorry that I put you on the spot. It's just, I'm in an interview right now. If you give me a moment, I will call you right back.
All right.
Sounds good.
Good luck, Rachel.
Good luck,
Rachel.
Thank you for showing up. Bye.
I am so sorry, guys. It's like
No, that's
No
fine.
worries. You just have to message her that a
Rachel,
moment is going to be 1 hour.
Yes, that's fine because I think Rachel is really a very beautiful person, beautiful woman. As some of you may not know, she competed in this Grand United States 2023, and then she placed she placed in the
Second
top.
runner-up.
She was second runner-up, and then she represented Ireland for Miss Grand International. And being part of the LGBT community, she's openly vocal about her platform. Even her national costume reflects that platform. She was wearing a leprechaun costume with the rainbow colors, rainbow wings, as prop. And she was doing the Irish dancing, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Ed was making fun of her.
The dancing was adorable.
That's not a real Irish
adorable.
dancing, But other than that, I think she's natural, beautiful. She sent me a private message in my Instagram. Said, "What do you think of this makeup, Rafa, during the interviews?" I think you look amazing, but don't wear the dark red lipstick during the preliminaries. And I said, and she followed my advice. She didn't wear red lipstick at all. She was like wearing pale pink, and she looked gorgeous. I've never seen her so beautiful on stage. So whether or not she's going to make top 20, I think at this point, given the competition, it's really a matter of luck for now for her.
A lot, yeah. I
If she
think
makes the
that
top 20.
again, I hope there's some girls that I hope that they make it and they have the opportunity to speak. So we'll see. But again, that was kind of funny that she called when I was trying to tell the story about, when the pressure that the girls have, about the gowns and things like that, because sometimes that plays into your psyche. You see these girls wearing so many costumey things, and other girls that doesn't have the either access to it or the organization to help them out, they feel kind of intimidated. But there was one girl, I think it's Belgium. I think it was Belgium, that she used like a two-piece, simple kind of greenish color. I think it was her
For the evening gown? For the gown?
Yeah.
It was blue. Was it blue? I think, wasn't it gown blue?
Blue or green, something like that,
Yeah.
but was kind of simple two-piece kind of thing. And she was my favorite in her group. For me, she stands out beautifully because her
face,
it's just that face for hours. It's like Nigeria. That girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know.
Let's move on with USA.
Wow.
Can we talk about USA? Can we talk about Stephanie?
Wow. This girl she can't do anything wrong. I love her.
She can't do anything wrong. She is like flawless perfection. Even when her hair, her hair becomes a mess, she has this sexy way of fixing her hair in front of the camera. I mean, the camera loves her. I like her gown, the color of her gown. It just suits her complexion. Of course, many of us would, think that she looks like Chesley Chris, Miss USA 2019 in so many ways. But something about Stephanie that's so mystical. I mean, she's just very mystical, and I would love to see her definitely make the top 5. So I'm rooting for USA to at least make the top 5. Actually, she's.
I think Stephanie, attitude as personality aside, is a good competitor. It's just I feel that she's not going to win Miss Grand, and she's going to go back to Puerto Rico to compete against Miss Universe Puerto Rico and win it, since there's no age limit. I think that's what she's going to do, because when she went to Miss Universe Puerto Rico, the year that Michelle won, that year, Stephanie was the one to beat to win, or the first runner up, both of them petite, but Michelle ended up winning. But that year, Stephanie was my favorite to win Miss Universe Puerto Rico. I was so sad that she didn't make it that further. So
she's going back to compete in Miss Universe Puerto Rico, do you think?
That's my hypothesis. I think that she's not going to win Miss Grand. Now what doesn't repeat.
Mm-hmm.
We know all that. But I think that she will go to Miss Grand, people will get the boom, and then she might come back to Puerto Rico and give it a second chance, win Miss Universe Puerto Rico, and then we'll be able to see that exotic beauty in Miss Universe, if by that time there's a Miss Universe.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, she is absolutely stunning. I think, she also reminds me a little bit of Miss Trinidad and Tobago in Miss Universe 2004.
What was her name? Danielle
I don't.
something.
Yes, Danielle. Yes.
She was fourth runner-up. Yeah.
Daniel
Fourth runner-up.
Yeah.
Yes, and I
Yes.
think she also sometimes gives me an aura of Lara Datta when she walks. So I kind of like that combination. She's a very seasoned contestant, and she's somebody that can never do anything wrong. You know, she's got that polish, she's got that grace, and it's always there. And she's got a lot of energy. I think she brings the X factor energy to Grand, but I don't think she brings enough crazy to Grand.
Okay.
I hope her interview skills, because that's her
That's a
weak
forte.
point.
That's interview skills.
is-
Her weak point.
Interviews is her weak link. Like when he's gonna do the speech, she always runs shorter. It's always been that part. And I hopefully this time when she made the top 10, her speech is good, because even in Grand United States, her speech wasn't the best. The first one up has a beautiful speech over her. At that point, of course. Overall, she's been doing amazing. I think she's been doing fantastic. Her body is been thickening. She's part of my 20. She's not part of my top 5. But hopefully, if she nailed interview, like make it stronger, she can be a strong contender in the top 5 if she make it.
Maybe if she just cries in the speech, she might go to the top 5.
Without you never know.
Right.
You never know. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Taiwan's gown. All I can say is that those rose appliques. I don't know if you noticed her rose appliques are all over the place. I mean, they just like made her hips bigger than the island country of Taiwan itself. So it's like, what is going on, girl? Girl, please. Okay, let's talk about Turkey. Doesn't she have that? She looks angry. She looks like very pissed. What's wrong with Turkey?
Live. Emma, you remember in our live we said the purple angry bird.
Angry Bird, yeah, the purple Angry Bird that explodes. I play the game. She was like that, like, what? And that's an evening gown. You got to be subtle and elegant and sensual.
She hardly smiled. I mean, she didn't smile at all. She was so angry.
Yeah. And this is something I've noticed with the girls. They want to look sexy, but it comes off awkward. You got to practice how your face moves and works in front of the camera.
Yes.
It's not looking sexy. It's looking creepy, scary, and kind of intimidating.
Psycho.
You know,
Psycho
you have
bitch
to know
look.
how.
Yeah, definitely.
So it was.
She's just angry that Turkey didn't place last year after eating orange juice. Tissue paper dipped in orange juice.
Yes. People want to know about Canada. We all love Canada, don't we?
I love her.
I
love her
love
blue
her.
dress.
I did.
I do think she's the body of the competition.
I think she's
No,
so.
No,
I
she's
don't think
no.
she's the. No.
too
She's
skinny.
good.
That's the only issue. She's a little skinny in the arms.
Yeah.
But I think she's also
She's
very
absolutely
well
muscular.
toned. It's not just about
But you
skinny.
know
I think
what?
she's got a lot of muscle.
I don't know if
Sure.
Noemi remember this, but when we were talking about the bathing suit, I think Noemi and I, until Canada came into we were like, nobody's bringing it. And then Canada showed up, and I'm like, oh, that bathing suit looks good on you, girl. So that bathing suit for somebody body like Canada, because Canada is a city, but she looks amazing. Canada, if the crown goes for America, Canada would be the one to beat. I love her story. I love her energy. She has something that catch the eye.
It's grand. She has like what she would love to work with Miss Canada. Yeah, she has that energy, grand energy.
You know who she remind me? Oh, I'm so sorry. She remind me not for styling, but she remind me Natalie Glebova when she went to Miss Universe. She had that personality that oof. So I feel that she's the same in that way. Grand edit.
But you know that Natalie's training hair, right? Natalie's training hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's being trained by Natalie. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Well,
I love Natalie. Yeah,
I
that's
love her.
wonderful. Let's talk about Brian's girl, United States Virgin Islands.
Hold on.
Okay, since Brian is not in the group, we can probably just say whatever we want.
Do you like my dress?
Sorry, but she was a lackluster.
Yeah, she was. Her gown was kind of like very disappointing, I think.
Yeah.
She was trying to bring this 1960s glamour look with her hair. I thought she looked amazing with her hair, her hairstyle up, because you can see her beautiful face. But her performance didn't have any impact. at all. And she barely smiled like Turkey during the evening gown competition. I think that was the same gown that she wore during the New York Fashion Week. I'm not sure, but it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, the fuchsia, with the cape and stuff and everything. But she was
The
like,
comforter.
yeah, she was like,
A
yeah,
pillow.
it was a little disappointing. That's all I can say. Other than that, girl, she's great. She's amazing.
I think Rafa, the first impact was nice. The first visual look was okay, something is interesting, but then it just went downhill. And her performance really didn't match up. Even the gown, I believe, the color was nice, but didn't like what
I
followed.
think the whole trail could have just been taken off. That was so unnecessary. It had no purpose. It looked like an extra.
Well, see, from her group, the other three girls all had this regular capes, and they were playing with it, and she was just holding her own cape, and she couldn't play with it because it was stiff. Whereas the other girls, they were being playful.
Yeah.
So, but
Well,
yeah,
how
it
you
was,
gonna
it was
put
very
a pillow on your waist? Because it wasn't even a cape that went down, ended up in her hips. And I'm like, okay, so you have a beautiful gown to give you a body, but it's covered with a pillow. I would have preferred for her to keep the pillow up that looked like the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland, but at least I can see your body. I would have preferred just keep it up, because when she did that movement, I was like, so you have a dress to give you a figure, but you are hiding your hips with a pillow. Doesn't make any sense.
interesting. Let's talk about Venezuela. I think some of you do not have her on your list. I happen to have Venezuela.
I have her on my list.
I have her.
Face.
Her face. It's all about her face.
Yeah.
So you can't beat a girl that is prepared. She is well prepared, and she knows her job, at least when it comes to pageantry. She's doing her part. So it's difficult to ignore such a girl. She can have any face and she can have anything, but if she knows her job well and she's doing it to the T, I think there's nobody that can, deny her of her spot.
But she almost broke the mic with her reveal.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too dramatic. No, do not like Venezuela. I don't think she has it this year. I'm so sorry. She's not on my list.
Yeah,
But she's
I
beautiful,
didn't.
but
Yeah, I didn't like.
I'm
her
not
swimsuit
captivated.
performance. Yeah, she
I
doesn't. Go ahead.
I have her in bathing suit, but not in evening gown. I didn't like it, but I like Venezuela because
Her
when
personality.
Miss
She has
Grand
great
Cuba
personality.
happened and Rafa was there, some of the grand queens went to the pageant, and she was one of them. And I had the blessing to talk to her, and she was so nice. And that is the reason
She's
why
very
I
nice.
say, when I say personality aside, means that there's something in their personality that I don't like. So if I put personality aside, okay, you're like United States, period. But in her case, I love her personality. She was so humble, so nice.
Just yeah.
And personality can take you a long way. You can be the fiercest queen, but if you have a bad personality, for me, that doesn't matter, because you're not going to be appealing for the public. So she has such a beautiful personality that I would not mind to see her. I prefer her over the last year Venezuela's candidate.
Yes.
I
didn't like the last year Venezuela. I'm sorry. I didn't like her. She was too much for me. Bad taste in my mouth. But this Venezuelan queen, if she made it, I would be very happy.
But is there a year where Venezuela has not made the cut? I believe Grand loves Venezuela.
Yeah, but no, yes, it was a year that they sent up.
2020, they did not make the
2020 thing, yes,
2020.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
sent
been
it.
1 year
They
and
sent
they
it
didn't
1
make
year
it.
ago. Totally. Okay.
But someone that really caught my eye, which is my sentimental favorite, is Bonaire.
Yes.
The body.
We all love Bonaire.
Yes, the body.
She is
Oh,
so
gosh.
pretty, and I want her to place, because it's not
me too.
usual to see such a country in the top in Grand or in any of the big six pageants.
She needs to compete in Miss Universe, I think.
Yeah.
Bonaire is that she's part Venezuelan, I believe.
She's part Venezuelan.
Yeah, she's part Venezuelan, and a lot of
Her
people
mom.
are saying her mom. Yeah, they're saying she's beautiful. I didn't like her. The evening gown was beautiful, but she cut her neck was too much. but she's gorgeous. I think she would be a great contender for Miss Universe.
Yes, I agree with you.
She
Too.
is beautiful. And I don't know, Rafa, you have her in the list because hopefully I don't miss that one. Costa Rica. I'm sorry, Costa Rica in interview went over Colombia. She had this energy that I prefer Costa Rica's beauties over Colombia. And I know a lot of people are going to kill me, but I love Costa Rica except the evening gown this time. But that girl is gorgeous and
It's
she
fierce.
knows how to speak.
Interesting. All right, so that's wraps up with the gown stuff. Let's move on to the swimsuit. Okay, this year
Did we discuss Philippines?
No, we did not.
Philippines.
How
Please,
can we do
can
this?
we? Because she was mind-blowing.
Was
I
the
gown,
loved
yeah.
her.
What do we think? What color was it gown? Was it pink or
It was
fuchsia?
pink.
Pink.
Pink
Like
and it was
a
like
fuchsia.
going,
Pink
yeah,
Yeah.
with like an
Fuchsia.
ombre effect.
Okay,
It's
what do
nice.
we think of Philippines?
I
think her
love
face-
her.
I love
Why
Philippines.
are people talking about Philippines?
Glowing.
I'm surprised.
I don't
You know,
know.
I
She's
think
gorgeous.
because she
I
does
love
not
that
bring
hair.
the grand factor.
Yeah.
But other
Just
than
wait.
that, you know, she is a stunning queen. You know,
Yes.
I would even see her as a Miss World.
Me,
you
me
know?
too. She's not for grand, but she's beautiful. I
Yeah,
want her
she
to win
just
an
seems
international. Yes.
lacking something for grand. You know, she
Yes,
does not
correct.
have that extra energy
I
that
don't
grand
think
needs.
that. I think she's fantastic for Grand. Why is that? I'm confused because I see
That's not energy.
mixed
She has
opinions about
not
Philippines.
Yeah,
she has not
yeah.
that energy.
Exactly.
When you compare Philippines to Indonesia, Myanmar, Vietnam, Thailand, or
Yeah.
even Japan, those
Mhm.
Asian countries have so much
Japan, I
octane.
did not.
They have so much energy and octane
Josh,
and MGI straight that the Philippines lacks. So that's
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Philippines can even be a Filipino version of the Barbie. You know, she is stunning. Nothing that
Exactly.
takes away from that, you know.
Mm,
But,
mm.
you know, but, you know, having said that, I do think that, you know, this is the right year for Thailand to not place.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Keep
Yeah.
moving.
You know, I honestly prefer the girl so much more when she competed at Miss United Continents than what she looks like right now. Right now, she's so ignorable. You know,
Yeah,
I
totally. Just a
I
white,
don't.
yeah, totally. Totally.
I want to
Totally.
put her and I want to notice her more, and I'm paying
But I
extra
can't.
attention to her, and I don't get to notice her because she's just blah.
well, she in her
we
swimsuit
thought-
performance, she incorporated some of the Miss Grand Thailand moves in her swimsuit performance when she held her knee high
It
and then,
was,
her
it was
Yeah,
copy
yeah.
paste.
like
I
did the
feel
Grand
Ghana
Thailand
is
moves.
serving more than she is serving in this competition.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ghana is
Her
a good one.
crooning,
But
you
I
know,
like
as a-
Philippines. I think Philippines is one of those girls that when they won, we were expecting so much for them, but then when they got to in the concentration, it's like, oh,
Somebody said Nikki, Miss Philippines, is going to compete in Miss Universe Philippines. This is what her mother said, which Nawat did not like.
Oh,
There you go.
Philippines fell as well. I think Nawad takes care of, or at least notices all of these small things.
but to be fair enough, she didn't fall during the
You didn't
performance
fall
on stage.
She just fell
She
off.
fall,
Yeah,
she fell in
exactly.
front of
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
It was slipped in the bathroom. Who cares?
But
It did not happen in front of
But
her
as I
eyes.
say, Grand looks at every bit and corner. It's not just about just the preliminary. From day one till day end, they have their eyes on each contestant. But I'm interested to see this time if anyone noticed the introductions were much mellowed down compared to last year. Whereas when we saw in Miss Universe, they were shouting their lungs off.
Yeah,
whereas
they toned down a bit last year.
toned
Yeah.
down.
They toned
And
down.
I hope we don't see Blue and Miss Universe this year.
Oh God, no. Heaven forbid. No.
There are two more ladies I'm not too sure if you all spoke about earlier, but that caught my attention is Puerto Rico and Australia.
Australia, I had her mark very sassy walk in swimsuit.
Yeah.
She's full of energy and whatnot. Tunisia's a dark horse.
Yeah, but Puerto
Australia.
Rico has had a bad makeup, in my opinion, from the
Yes.
evening gown. She was gorgeous in the interview. Today it
Yes.
was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
forgetting
but she
about.
still has that grand factor to me, you know.
She does.
She just
You
has
know-
something.
You know, another Asian girl that's better than Philippines and it's underrated is Laos.
I
Yes,
have her
Right.
in my list.
one. She's gorgeous.
Laos is beautiful. She's
I
Yeah.
have,
Yes.
Infa.
I
She has
have
an
Laos
Infa
in my
face.
best evening gown.
I
one of the
prefer
best.
Myanmar. I don't like Laos. I don't know
I
why.
like Uzbekistan. I don't know if
Laos
anyone
is
saw
gorgeous.
Uzbekistan is wow. Like I said,
You
Russia,
know,
the other ones.
I think Uzbekistan can tone it down just a little bit, because
Why?
I think she's jumping all over the place.
Yes,
She's
She's
over
like
the
A
top.
little bit, just a little bit. She's too fast.
Just a
She
little.
walks too
Yes,
fast.
She's
too
too
fast.
fast.
Like
Who was that?
it's
Do
verging
you
on
think
being a little crack.
I want to ask you guys something. The
Uh-huh.
swimsuit round, I felt the girls were rushing it a bit because of the music. Do you think the music was right for that round? It was maybe a little too fast tempo.
They used two
'Cause I was
music. The
feeling-
first one, yeah, they used Megan Trainor's Mother, the first song,
Uh-huh.
and then Dua Lipa's Dancing
Yeah, yeah.
Way, which I prefer better actually.
Me too. What's up?
Mother, yeah.
But I just prefer if Uzbekistan just would have known what she's doing beforehand, I think it would have helped her. She just needed a little more polish because she did have energy. And, I always say this, that if you have too much energy, that's good because it's easy to tone down from too much energy rather than not have energy and have to put it on later. That is more
Exactly.
difficult. So
I
I do
totally
think if
agree.
she tones it down a little bit, she can be a, very grand contestant. But yes, I did not understand why is Mother the song for the swimsuit round.
Another thing is, you
I
guys
asked
saw
the-
last year. Last year it was like this toy box and the Jack in the Box theme in the back, and they
Yeah.
all come out
I
in
love
like
with the
toys. It was
monster.
beautiful. Like they were
That was
dolls.
finals. Emma, that was
There was
finals.
finals, yeah. But the point is that in this swimsuit, I didn't understand the background with the umbrella. I'm still confused. Can anyone interpret what the umbrella meant? And then realize it was a
Just don't fall
skyscraper.
down, girl. It's still raining.
It was still raining,
Still
yeah.
raining.
So that's what they have.
Still
Yeah,
raining.
umbrellas. Mhm.
This slipped when it rained the last time. I mean, it was like,
Well,
I don't
no,
know.
well,
It's traumatic. Like, why
maybe-
remind them?
Maybe it's a pun
maybe it's
intended.
maybe it's an homage to Rihanna. Shine bright like a diamond with the chandeliers, and then she have umbrella, Ella. So they wanted to do an homage.
Oh,
The
okay.
umbrellas
I
and the
did
chandeliers.
not like the song choice though. I think there are so many other amazing music that could have been used for the swimsuit.
Yeah, I
But I
didn't
must
like
say
it
this,
either.
because the talent was so good, I honestly did not care, if the stage was not good enough or the music was not good enough. I was just enjoying every single talent come out. I think
Yeah.
even the
Melvyn, it
choreography of
wasn't
crossing through
cohesive.
the
It-
stage.
I
Yes,
think
but the whole
it-
choreography of how they were passing through, it allowed you to see so much more in the contestants, and the contestants had so much more to serve. Like for example, take US Virgin Islands and put her in another year, she would have stood out.
Yes.
But this year, because the contest is so strong,
Yeah.
it's very difficult, and that's what makes it also very exciting.
Good point, Melvin. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, let's talk about who's missing. Okay, South Africa's swimsuit walk. Okay, like what I said earlier, she sported the long hair. I thought her walk reminded me of Miss Grand Panama 2021, that black girl who was trying to be like Naomi Campbell. Was it 2021, Miss Grand Panama. You guys remember her? She was
Yeah.
very tall, great body, but long black hair. Yeah. Not pretty face, but that walk thing. I thought UK, a lot of people are not mentioning UK. I thought her swimsuit performance was solid.
Yeah.
Fine. Her face is not that pretty, but come on, her body, her energy is very,
No, I don't think that
it's
hairstyle
very,
suits
very
her
grand.
face.
Yeah. No, I think it was a big disappointment compared to
No,
her.
she has the
costume.
energy. She
Mhm.
definitely has
She
the
looked
energy, but
amazing
she
in that.
just doesn't have the look was not styled properly
a
to
bit-
make her
Sorry,
shine.
but it's a bit wicked. I don't know. Her face is very sharp and strong, which is not really. It's not grand.
She
Don't
was my
do
favorite,
it.
and she's off my list now. And her national costume, she looked beautiful in that blue, and I think it worked in the national costume. But then I did not. She's off my list, and I'm shocked because I love United Kingdom, and I don't like what happened to her. It's really sad. She's got a lot of you're right, Rafa. She's got that body, the walk, the energy. I hope the styling gets better. I think if it's a little subtle styling and she tones it down a bit, it could work in the final. So you
I
never
think a
know.
pony would work good on her.
Oh,
You know, if she
definitely.
had a double layered
A what?
pony, that would actually use her face in a better way.
Mm.
I think this
Mm.
big hair with a round face just makes her
Mm.
look like a, you know, like she does not have a neck that is long enough, or her face
Mhm.
looks too bigger than, you know, it looks bigger than the
Mm.
body. I think it's just the
Mm.
styling for her, because energy wise, she does serve a lot of good. I mean, she does bring the grand energy. So she does
Mm.
have potential there, but it's just the styling, I feel.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay, that's good to know. Well, thank you, people. Okay, let's move on. I think, yeah, let's move on to our top 20. People are getting impatient. When are you
Yeah.
going to announce the
Yeah.
top 20? When are you, la, 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 whatever. Okay, who wants to go first?
How do you want to do it? Like all the
Let's
top
do it
20?
from, let's do it when, okay, let's say from 11 to 20, let's do it random. And then from 10 to 1, let's do it in order of, winner, 10th runner-up, 9, 8, 7, all the way to 1. Okay, who wants
You
to
know,
go
it's
first?
funny because this is the only year I have 10 strong alternatives and 10 dark horses, along with my top 20, you know.
Oh, before we do that, somebody's asking, what do you think of Global Beauties biased giving Nawat the best pageant award? I thought
I don't
It's
think
not
it is
I'm gonna be
biased.
I'm gonna talk
Biased.
about it
It's
because
not
I can't do
biased.
it.
He
I'm gonna
deserves
be
it.
as former
He
director,
deserves it.
Let Ed
director.
talk.
I'm former director of Global Beauties. Okay, we were the first pageant media to cover Miss Grand in 2013. It was actually me, the one who went there and met Nawat and Teresa. And you know, even from the first year, Nawat had a really specific image or purpose that what he wanted. And it's not Miss Grant's fault, and it's not Global Beauty's fault that other pageants are not following suit. Miss Universe nowadays is mediocre. Miss World is not being held. Miss International does not innovate.
Again.
Miss
Very true.
Supranational is a nice show, but it doesn't make you follow them all year. Meanwhile,
What about Miss Earth?
Miss Grand is filling all the blanks. You know, they're giving you social media, they're giving you entertainment, they're giving you competition, they're giving you outstanding production. That how are you going to ignore that? I recognize that Miss World and Miss Universe are the biggest brands out there. I know that. But they are not delivering the same social media content or the same production values or the same, because you know what? Why do women join pageants? Why? They want to feel beautiful and they want to become famous. They want to create content, especially today when you have Instagram and TikTok. And what good does it do you when you go to a pageant that is not doing anything for you, that is not portraying you or is not showing you off like Miss Grand is doing? So that is why Miss Grand won all those awards last year. It's plain and simple. Maybe this year it will be different. Maybe next year it will be different. But in order, this is a competitive market. You cannot just stay the same and think that you're just going to become the best pageant by doing nothing. And that is why I respect Nawat in this aspect. I mean, he, like I said in the past session, he's the only pageant organizer who is not embarrassed to admit that this is a beauty pageant. Everybody else is embarrassed to death that they are a beauty pageant.
You know,
that's
and
their answer.
also I think
Yeah.
everybody has to give credit to the global beauty system, or because you know it's not one person making the decision. It is people with different mindsets putting all their votes together, and that's how the conclusion comes. It's not like you know just the owners of Global Beauties are just voting and choosing and giving these awards. We are all you know putting in our votes, and we are all independent minds, and we are even allowed to express that if we don't agree with something. So we are completely free to give our opinions, and that's if Grand wins it fair and square, I think they deserve to have it. The only thing I wished is that I wish that Isabella was given that sash wearing a gown rather than a swimsuit. That's the only thing I wish.
I agree with Edwin here. You're so right, Edwin, with what you just said, because if you look at, let's think about the two pageants that are head to head. Khun Anne is making a royal mess of it. Nawat is consistent with everything he's doing, and you are not getting gaps in between, which we are seeing so many controversies coming from Miss Universe, and it's putting us off, and we all like don't have no idea what's going on. But whatever it is, Nawat seems to be consistent, and he is delivering. He is delivering. Miss World is like again postponed. Guru and I were supposed to go watch it, and we were making a joke. We go live, and then suddenly postponed 2 months later. So it's like, what the hell is going on? But I think he deserves it. In all sincerity, I think he does, and I don't think.
And the
that
man
he
has
should.
guts to admit his mistakes, like if
He
the girls fell in the
is, he's
swimsuit
bold.
round, immediately there was a story put up that the swimsuit round is happening again.
Okay, that I didn't fall for. I'm sorry. You know what it felt like, that whole swimsuit thing when they were falling? He was like this sadistic daddy dom watching them all fall with a cigar, laughing, ha ha ha.
Yes,
I mean,
but
it
he
just
did
felt
give
very
them another
sadistic.
opportunity.
No, I did not
He
fall
did
for
give
that.
No,
No,
I mean, he
Melvyn,
did
that was
give
a
them
horrible thing what he did.
I know it is a horrible thing that happened to the girls, but
That's
he
not
did give them
justified, no.
another opportunity. That is what I appreciate,
He had to, because he was being bludgeoned on social media. You think any of the countries
A lot of
representing all these
others would
people who
think
could so much
twice
their
before
work?
having another event, because that includes more production cost. You have to understand that when you're doing
But
another one of
if
these
you make a
events or
good
one
buck,
more
you have
live.
to rectify it. You have so many, like everyone, like half the panel here are working with girls so sincerely, hardworking, and this goes and happens. You have to.
No, but
have
that's
a
what
plan
I'm
B.
saying.
You have
Some
to
of
have
the
a
other
backup. You
pageants
messed up.
don't do that.
So it did. He came off arrogant in that, and that's what people called out, and that's why he did the second round. So I don't really think that was a big great thing he did. But yes, considering the consistency of a pageant of what's going on right now, and it's delivering and it's on time, and we're all watching it. Good. Yeah, he deserves it. As of now, he's lesser of the evil because it's working, right? So there you go.
Yes.
But let's
And
see.
he's
how many pageants we have
entertaining. We are
next
all
year.
hooked. The truth is, we are all hooked.
Yeah, we
I
are.
mean,
And they say,
That's why
love
we're
it or
here.
hate
That's
it,
why
as
we
long
have-
as you're hooked, he's done his
People
job.
can say whatever they want about Miss Grand. A lot of pageant fans out there who do not like Miss Grand, but you know what? They end up watching it anyway. They end up watching the girls, following the girls, which means they like it.
Look,
They like
the
it.
sociology.
That's
The
the thing,
sociology is
Rafa.
not covering again the Miss Grants.
Mhm.
They have to. That's
Rafa.
what the people want. They have to give them to the fans what we want. So
Someone is saying,
Remember?
let Noemi talk. She's bored.
Oh no, are you bored?
No, I'm
You're looking gorgeous today, by the way. I love what you've done with your hair.
oh,
It's
thank
looking-
you. No, I'm writing down reorganizing my top 20. Sorry.
Okay.
But no,
I did that. I
Naomi,
just
if
did
you
that,
were in
guys.
Miss Grand, how would you introduce yourself?
What?
If you were in Miss Grand, how would you introduce yourself?
Well, it wouldn't be Cuba because I'm not Cuban. It would be Puerto Rico.
Okay, so let's
Alright.
go for it.
Puerto
What?
Rico.
How would you introduce yourself like you're in the introduction round?
Oh my God. Okay.
Let's get your
Let me go
fans
back
happy.
when I competed like 20 million years ago.
She was Miss Grand of Macau. Kidding.
Oh God.
Okay, your
Okay,
fans would
so-
love to hear you though.
So the guy who asked us question about Global Beauties, whether or not they deserve the award, Antonio Capasso, are you happy with Ed's explanation? Okay. I think definitely Miss Grand deserves the award. And maybe this award thing is going to Miss Universe organization. And who knows, maybe next year, Miss Universe will win the Grand Slam pageant award. Who knows?
And you know what? We have been giving these awards for 26 years. It's like we didn't start yesterday. I mean, Miss Universe has won its ton of awards, and Miss World has won its ton of awards. I'm not familiar if Miss International has, but we've been doing this for so long, and Miss Grand has won this, I think, about 2 or 3 times. So, when the others do it, and nobody says anything. So yeah, there is a kind of bias against Miss Grand. I can understand. There are people who don't like, they say that these girls are being objectified, which is the whole thing about beauty pageants nowadays. But that's the thing, that now what owns a beauty pageant and is not embarrassed to say so. And the girls enjoy it. The girls love it. Everybody wants to sign up for Miss Grand today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
While the others have identity crisis, well, except Miss World, which I respect because they have this beauty with a purpose flag, and their winners are always dark, dead, gorgeous, like Carolina.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
Mhm.
All right. Let's move on to our top 20. Who wants to go first?
Are we going from
Somebody let
20
me go
up,
first.
or we're going from bottom
To top. Okay, I'll start first. Okay, so my number 20 is Ukraine. Number 19 is Japan. Japan has to be in the top 20 because I love her performance and the fact that she wants to sell sex toys. Number 18, number 18, Noemi will be happy. I have Cuba as number 18. India, the Indians in the group will be very happy because she's my number 17. Mexico, Mexicans will be happy because she's number 16. Canada, Canadians will be happy because she's my number 15. Venezuelans will be happy because she's number 14. Filipinos will be happy because she's my number 13. Puerto Ricans will be happy because she's number 12. And the Burmese people will be happy because Myanmar is number 11. Okay, my top 10. Top 10, my girl Angola. Okay, to me, she's the epitome of Miss Grand. She may not win, she may not look Miss Grand, but she is the soul and the spirit of Miss Grand. Number 9, I didn't like her before, but now, even though she fell on her butt gazillion times, I love her, Dominican Republic. Number 8 is Czech Republic. She fell down like a few knots because for some reason she lost that spark, but she's still going to be in the top 10. Number 7 for me, Spain gained a lot of points. Number 6, Indonesia. Number 5, top 5, fourth runner-up for me is Vietnam. Third runner-up, USA. Second runner-up, Peru. First runner-up, Netherlands. And you can guess who my winner is.
Colombia.
There we go. Who wants to go
I
next?
thought you were going to say Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Okay, let's go with Antonio.
Okay, perfect. I organize like that in alphabetic order, my top 20. That means from 11 to 20, but in alphabetic order. I don't have the order, okay? Canada, Dominican Republic, Myanmar. You will be shocking, but Netherlands went down. 11. I know Netherlands by 11. I'm sorry, but why I'm gonna give an explanation. In the interview, Nawat didn't even see her. Nawat didn't like Netherlands. That's why she's in my top 20 only. Then Nigeria, then the Philippines, then Puerto Rico went down to today for the preliminaries. Thailand, Ukraine, and then Venezuela in my top 20. Then my top 10 from alphabetic order as well, from 5 to 10. Angola, love Angola. I think she will be there for sure. Like she's the black girl, the African girl in top 10, I think. Then India, magnificent. I will love, if she's going to top 5, I will love her. Then Indonesia. Then I have Peru that I have 6. Peru I have so close. Almost made it my top 5. If she wins, I will be also so happy. Then Uzbekistan. I don't know why you don't have it, Rafa. I think that she's like the interview. I think she nailed it.
Uzbekistan dropped. She's my number 28.
Oh, 28. Oh my God, I have in the top 10. She's amazing. I think she will be there. Then my 4th runner-up, like you, I have Vietnam. She's awesome, but I don't think she will only be 4th runner-up. 3rd runner-up is Spain, who jumped like crazy after the preliminaries today. 2nd runner-up, I have United States. Amazing girl. I love her. I don't think United States will win because they won only a few years ago. My 1st runner-up is Czech Republic. I think that lady is amazing. I know that I love her. She may win. If that's for Europe, I think it will be Czech Republic. And my winner, guess.
Ecuador.
No, I wish.
Bonaire.
Colombia. Yeah, I also have Colombia as a winner. I think that, just to let you know, I didn't like Colombia at the beginning. Yeah, I didn't like Colombia at the beginning. Colombia started getting attention as the competition starts. And I hear that she's lovely. I hear that, like she's very competitive, that she did great in the preliminaries. And Enrique told us when he arrived, it's a funny story. He told us last year when Miss Supranationals, he went to Miss Supranationals, he told us Ecuador will win. She's the best. And now he told us Colombia will win. So hopefully she will be our winner. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Who's next? Who wants to go next?
Me.
All right, go, Guru.
Okay. So my top 3 actually hasn't changed compared to the last time we spoke, but I'll go from 20 to 11. Number 20 is Bonaire, 19 Puerto Rico, 18 is Canada, 17 is Argentina, then I have Dominican Republic, Indonesia, Russia, Spain, Uzbekistan, Netherlands, and Angola. Now let's go to the top 10. It's Venezuela, Philippines, Myanmar, Vietnam. I don't know why we've not spoken about Vietnam and her evening gown. I thought it was amazing. Top 5 is India, Czech Republic, USA, Peru, and Colombia.
Free for Colombia. Woohoo! Awesome. Next.
All right, I'll go next.
All right. Go.
I have a lot of interesting ones I don't think anyone's spoken about. Okay, 20, it's Myanmar. 19, Angola. 18, Guatemala. She wore this beautiful yellow gown. I don't know, no one spoke about Guatemala.
She's a dark
really
horse
gorgeous.
for me. Yeah, Guatemala.
Yes, and another dark horse is Bolivia. I loved her green gown.
She's
do
also
like
a dark
Bolivia.
horse for me. Yep.
Yes, 16 is Canada. 15, Czech Republic, gone down dramatically. I'm sorry. 14 is Poland. Nobody spoke about Poland's gown. I don't remember if we spoke about it. Beautiful white. I loved it. Very refreshing from all the greens. 13 is Mexico. 12 is Ireland. 11, Argentina. All right, now here comes top 10. Top 10. At number 10 is Uzbekistan. 9, Spain. 8, Russia. 7, USA, 6, Vietnam, 5, Philippines, we're at top 5. Number 4 is India. Number 3 is Peru. Number 2 is Colombia. And the winner for me is a surprise
Netherlands.
entry. Honduras. No, Honduras.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I don't know why, but Honduras. I don't know why. I'm just getting this energy out of her.
Okay.
I don't know. And she can topple Colombia. I don't know why I'm feeling that. So I just see if something is going to happen in the finals that she just might topple Colombia. So, and even India has come down a little bit. So you never know. But watch out for Honduras. Trust me. It just might be a game changer. So that's my top 20.
Maybe in a different universe. Yeah, I'll watch Honduras. Definitely. All right. Wilfredito Santos Lopez, señor, por favor.
Well, I don't have an order, but I'm gonna read my favorites and then I will give you my top 5.
All righty.
My favorites in alphabetical order are Angola, Belgium, Cambodia, Canada, Cuba, Dominican Republic, France. Nobody mentioned her, but she looked amazing today. Ghana, Guatemala, India, Indonesia, Ireland, Laos, Myanmar, Netherlands, Nigeria, Philippines, Puerto Rico, Spain, Thailand, Ukraine, Vietnam, United States, Venezuela, and even though I don't want to say it, but I need to be objective, Colombia. Now, my top 5. If it goes to Europe, it's going to be Netherlands. I mean, putting Ireland and Cuba outside because, you know, I'm working with them, but putting them outside, Europe would be Netherlands. Asia, India. I love India. I'm sorry. If they want to give the crown to the Americas, Canada. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. If they want to go to South America, then will be Colombia, obviously. If they want to give the crown to the Caribbean, that will be Puerto Rico. But it's not going to be a repeat. So if it's a country that doesn't have that factor, then will be Dominican Republic. And it would it be Central America? I will go with Costa Rica. I'm going to go by continent. Just to be in the, and I forgot, if they want an African, Nigeria.
Okay.
I love Nigeria.
So you don't have a clear winner then? Okay.
Because it's like throughout the whole competition, some of them are being good, but again, attitude factors interfere on my end for certain favorites, but I need to be objective for what I saw today. And that is the reason why. So, but hopefully whoever wins have a beautiful attitude and match what is deserved. So those are my winners per continent.
All right. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, Noemi, darling.
Okay, so no particular order. from 20 to 11. Okay, so I have Thailand, UK, Venezuela, Uzbekistan, Guatemala, Cuba, Canada, Spain, Czech Republic, Vietnam. My top 10, Nigeria, Philippines, Puerto Rico, USA, Peru. My top 5 is India, Indonesia, Myanmar, Colombia, and my winner is Netherlands.
All
And I'm
right.
going by,
Netherlands. Wow.
I'm going by for the 10, I'm going by what is planning on doing with the top 10, which is the
Mhm.
concerts and all the presentations that they're going to be doing this year, same as last year. So I'm assuming that they are going to, I feel like Nigeria will be in that top 5, in that top 10 because of the singing aspect and stuff, because they will be needing, you know, at least good singers within the group, right? Because they will be singing and performing. And Nawat said it, he wants a performer. So, and he's looking to make money this year. I don't think it's going to be, I feel this year, whoever wins is because of business than who really deserves to win. So that's, and I'm just putting this out there and just letting you know, I think that's going to be the case this year. Not necessarily the one that should win is going to win. I think it's going to be more about business and who's going to make money for Nawat this year.
Future potential.
That makes sense. Definitely.
Mhm.
Okay. Did you say Czech Republic was in your list, right?
Yes, I have
Okay.
Czech Republic in my list, but for me, she went down. I don't feel, I mean, she looked beautiful and the dress was beautiful and stuff, but I didn't feel that oof factor that I was expecting from Czech Republic. I think it was a lot of overhype with her. She is very, very young.
Mhm.
And Peru, I don't have her in the top 5, even though a lot of people put her in the top 5. And the reason why I don't put her in the top 5 was because of a comment that she said in the interview in regards to the contracts.
Contract, yes.
So
She
for
can't get away
me,
from it. Yeah.
plus I have other information, which I will divulge later after the pageant. But so I don't see her as a top 5. I see her as more of a top 10. Let me see. And I see obviously Vietnam could creep up into the top 10 maybe, but I feel it's a little the competition is so hard. It's so hard, but I feel like in the top 5, I don't know why I'm getting this weird feeling. If India places top 5 and they give her the microphone, I think it's going to be game over. It's going to be
But
really,
you know-
really tough. It's going to be
But
really
you
tough.
know what? For me,
Well, India hasn't
India,
won, so
India
Maybe this year.
always.
Yeah, we
When
want
you
this
give a
bad.
microphone to a contestant from India, and I said it before, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 because nobody's perfect, but 9 out of 10 queens that they go to a top 5 and they're from India, to give them the microphone is game over. The rest are competing.
well,
for
but remember last year,
Yeah.
Czech Republic had the best answer
The
to the
best
top
by
10
far.
statement. She did not win.
Yeah,
She
now
did
Yeah.
not win.
Here.
So
Yeah, like Czech Republic
Yeah.
last year, she was the best one by far, and then she was 5th. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so see,
Yeah.
No,
Here.
she deserved a better placement, Czech Republic
Yeah.
last year.
we're all
That
right.
last
Also-
year, that top was somebody in there needed to be there. Venezuela doesn't have no business to be in the top 5. That was Puerto Rico's placements, and Czech Republic need to be higher. First runner up with Brazil. I don't know if I mentioned Czech Republic. It's just I was reading fast because I have two separate lists in bathing suit and swimsuit. But I still like Czech Republic as well, just in case. But for Europe, Netherlands, I think she's gonna be the one to beat. And maybe we were wrong. Maybe Nawat do something and crown Greece or something, or
It could be anything.
I don't
You know what? A quick note on the Grand Voice top 5. I don't know if you saw the concert following the preliminaries. So you have what? Ghana, Nigeria, Singapore, Malaysia, and Japan. Was it Malaysia?
Germany and Japan.
Germany and Japan.
Germany.
Okay. Overall, I mean, all these 5 girls have average look, like facial wise. And you wonder about Czech Republic, who's gorgeous and stunning and who can sing, but she did not make the top 5 of Grand Voice.
That's where comes personality. That's where comes personality.
But Czech
And
Republic
that's
has
what
a lot
is
of personality.
Yes, but Netherlands eats her alive,
Well, Czech Republic's
in my opinion. In my opinion, I feel like Netherlands, even though Czech Republic have beautiful personality and is beautiful, but Netherlands have more powerful presence
for
and
sure.
commanding.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna use the voice as a determining factor to be the entertainers, then it's game over, because then the crown is gonna be Africa. Will be either Nigeria or Ghana. And let's keep in mind that Ghana, when she competed against Thailand, when she competed in Miss Grand Thailand, she was awarded, and hopefully I'm not wrong, like the new superstar or superstar in the making. And then from there, she went was appointed to represent Ghana. And that girl has everything. So if we're going about marketing, voice-wise, that's Nigeria and Ghana right there. That would be the battles of the Africans and African half Asian.
Interesting, because neither Ghana nor Nigeria made my top 20. So weird. Who's next, please?
We're done.
Can I go? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Ed, go.
We're done.
You're done?
You're done?
We're done. We all said our top 20, right?
Melvyn.
Okay. Melvyn, do you say yours?
So we're done?
No, I haven't. No, we aren't.
No, Melvyn.
Ed is trying to escape it.
Come on, Ed.
Right. Don't be like that.
You know Colombia is your winner.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. I don't have them in exact ranking because that's impossible for me to do. But of course, I have Panama, even though the odds are slim for most people. I have not lost hope. I think I really wish she could make the top 20, but I'm not sure. We will see. I believe 100% in her. I have Myanmar in the top 20, Dominican Republic, because she's a great performer, Angola, Philippines, because regardless, you know, she's Philippines, she's pretty. So I don't think they are, you know, they have a new national director. I don't think they're leaving her out. Canada, Guatemala, Ukraine. I still believe in Brazil, even though give or take a few mishaps on stage, but I still think Brazil can make the top 20. And I have Venezuela, because Venezuela is Venezuela. I have learned. And in my top 10, well, in 10th place, I have Vietnam. I have Netherlands in 9th place. I have Puerto Rico in 8th place. I have Spain in 7th place, and Czech Republic in the 6th place, depending on how she looks, because she looks just so smashing in the presentation show. I mean, she's so beautiful. So for the top 5, I have Indonesia, India, USA, and then my top 2, which are Peru and Colombia. So it's anyone's game at this point. So personally, you know, I like Peru to win, but I also like Colombia. So I don't know. It's like last year. Last year I had Czech Republic and Brazil. Brazil, Czech Republic, Brazil. So we will see. That's my impression based on 3 weeks of what I have seen. So, you know, but I'm always wrong. So, so I don't know if this matters anyway.
You never know.
You never know.
Melvyn.
Okay, so, you know, I always have this dilemma, and I don't know whether all of you all have it as well, that I always feel there are 2 lists. You know, one, what you think will happen,
Exactly. Yeah.
and
That's
and
what-
one that you, if you were a judge, what you would do.
Yes.
You know, and above all, I don't know if any of you realize that when they had the second run of the swimsuit competition, you could also see Nawat in the background, you know, after they do the head ramp pose and they're moving out, you could see the ones where Nawat raises his phone, clicks their photograph, or he looks at them when they're walking
Yes.
back, or he's in his phone, you know, not
Yeah.
caring a damn about their existence, you know. So all of those things also matter. And I think because of those political reasons and everything, I think inevitably Vietnam is going to be there. You know, I don't think they'll deny her.
Vietnam is winning the popular vote anyway, right?
Yeah.
So she's
Automatic.
going
So
to be there.
She's
And-
automatic top 10, by the way.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I have to think about it on a political basis and divided continent wise, I think Asia is either going to Myanmar or India. Europe is going to Czech Republic or Netherlands. America is going to, I would say, USA or Canada. Caribbean would be Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic, and of course Peru, Colombia in South America, and Africa is definitely Nigeria and Angola. However, I've made this list completely based on what, if I was a judge, what would I do? So this is how it goes. It goes Australia, Puerto Rico, Spain, Philippines, Bonaire, Guatemala, Bolivia, Angola, Indonesia, and Canada. That's 20 to 11. And then making the top 10 is Ukraine, India, Czech Republic, Myanmar, Netherlands, and my top 5 is Venezuela, USA, Dominican Republic, Peru, Colombia. And I just feel, because all of us feel Peru, Colombia is in the top, they might not win. Because all of us love them, they might just be a shocking winner. I just feel that.
Honduras.
Honduras and first runner-up is Turkey.
I know about Greece.
or
Greece.
Italy.
No, what about Greece? I thought Greece would be the best one. the
Greece
first.
is Miss Congeniality.
I'm telling
No.
you, it is Egypt, guys.
Who was your winner, Mel? I didn't
I
hear.
love
It is
Egypt.
Colombia.
Ah, okay.
Oh, one viewer,
No,
Cindy.
Rafa,
Oh,
Rafa,
Indian-
you gave your,
What? I
you
did.
gave your, yeah.
I think he was the
Egypt.
first one.
You want me to
Egypt
repeat it?
for Rafa.
Okay, not how many has Ghana on their list? I don't have Ghana,
I
Me,
don't have Ghana.
I have Ghana.
but she'll probably crack the top 20 because of Abina's influence and stuff, right? I would think. And not only that, but remember, Ghana is half Thai. She has Thai following, so that could.
I'm
could
gonna be
boost.
honest with you.
Yeah,
I am
Either
happy that
Thailand or
no,
Ghana.
and she competed in
Ghana.
Grand Thailand. So
You know, the
I did
funny
not
thing
like
is, I
her
don't know if you noticed in a
introduction.
previous edition when Ireland made it to the top 20, she was also half Thai.
Half Thai.
She had competed in Miss Grand Thailand.
yeah, that was in 2019, Miss Grand, and when it happened in Venezuela. I
It is-
remember that.
Chama. Yeah. Mhm.
La Chama.
La Chama.
I remember that. So somebody's saying Indonesia is leading the popular vote. Oh, because they have until the 25th, right? To vote.
Yes.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so Indonesia will. Well, she's great anyway, so I don't
Mhm.
mind her. She's not. She's
I
not
wonder
respect
why-
right now.
I wonder one thing about those popular votes. Like you imagine, like you guys, do you feel like if you know that the contestant is already a semi-finalist, do you believe that they need to move on to the next one on the pack as a popular vote, or just leave that queen to enter?
I think it opened us a spot for someone else, probably.
Yeah, I think that she will make it top 10 and then we'll choose one of the best ones. Yeah, like
Well,
And the other thing-
yeah, she said Roberta Tamandong. She said that most of the votes will come from the staff, from the Miss Grand International staff, right?
Yeah,
That's what she
but
said.
if Indonesia is already in the semi-finalists, do you guys think that
For sure.
if she wins popular vote, now what would be like, well, since she is already in by us on popular vote, let's give her a chance to the second one that won.
no, I don't think so. No, I think that
But-
she will give the award to Indonesia and then she will find the other girl, to complete the top 10. But of the best
But
ones.
it could be that it's in Nawa's interest to have girls who have a big following. So probably he will make them part of the top 20. I don't know.
No, at the end of the day, he's Nawat. And, maybe he might not even want to place the Grand Voice winner or anything in the top 10. In fact, he will just allow them to travel with the top 10.
Exactly.
Mhm.
He can just give them an
Exactly.
extra prize, give them a sub-contest title and say that, hey, you come along with us.
I feel like he's trying to incorporate certain things from Miss World, with the talent competition and stuff. The only thing that I don't like is like if you win popular vote, why you need to jump to top 10 straight. I believe that popular vote needs to start from all the semi-finalists. Because it's not fair to see somebody that gets to the popular vote, top 10, and it's like, yeah.
Yes,
That-
that I felt
that's the only
extremely
thing that I
bad
don't
when El
like.
Salvador was denied the top 10 because of the popular vote back in 2021.
Well, again, it's all about making money. So you have like 3 weeks to vote for your favorite. And if you were Nawat, wouldn't you want that too? Right.
Yeah, but I think
You
a
want
popular
money.
vote deserves a
All about-
space in the top 20, but not more than that.
It's all about revenue, baby. Money, money, money. Money makes the world go round, the world go round. All right, I think we're gonna wrap up. I mean, whatever happens on the 25th, there's really no need to stress about who's going to win because the winner is already written in the stars anyway. So
Mhm.
all the things that we're discussing right now is basically futile and useless. We're not the judges. We're just, pageant fans, pageant, connoisseurs who
Too bad we're not the judges.
I know, right? I think they should invite all of us to judge next
All
year.
of us.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they should.
They would be scared of us, though. They would be like, oh, no.
But you must appreciate Grand for at least recognizing that the pageant fans exist.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like the other pageants don't give pageant fans, enough of recognition that they deserve.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Cindy Madison, Rafa, did you talk about Grand TV YouTube getting hacked? Yeah, that's what I heard. Remember? Because
Yeah,
Yeah, there was
finally something happened.
the reason
Awesome.
why they were not able to show the preliminaries. Oh no, yeah, the reason they were gonna
The national costume.
the national
The national
costume
costume.
was not shown on Grand TV. So because of that time, they were having some technical issues, and they thought that somebody had hacked it. So that's why they gave the option of watching the show on their old channel, which is Miss Grand TV. So yeah, so I thought, okay, interesting. So I have the feeling Khun Anne hacked Grand TV. I really do. She's
But
evil.
she didn't have enough
It was in
money
El
to
Salvador.
keep the hacking
Kidding.
ongoing. Poor Han.
What?
She didn't have enough money to keep the hacking going. Poor
Right?
girl.
Yeah. Poor girl. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up.
Rafa,
Whatever happens,
Are we gonna?
whatever happens on the 25th, may the best girl win. So all of us here, most of us voted for Colombia as the winner. And then Noemi voted for Netherlands. Miss
Netherlands.
Emma voted for Honduras. But Luis is not sure. You're a toss.
But yeah, but if I need to be, you know what? I prefer Peru over Colombia, but I'll go with Netherlands. I like Netherlands.
Okay, so we have 2 Netherlands and the majority, 2 Netherlands, 3 Colombias, and 1 Honduras.
And one Peru.
Who's Peru? You Peru? Oh yeah, you Peru. Okay. All right, 1 Peru.
Mhm.
All right, so that's quite diverse. All right, people. Thank you so much for watching the show and joining us. Again, I can't thank you enough. The Pageant Gurus, always much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining the group. You always bring something invaluable and something new, to the discussion. Melvyn, sweetheart, thank you so much for your friendship. And it's so nice to have finally met sort of like, I don't know, it's like my little brother.
Oh,
Nice to meet
A
you,
little brother
Melvyn.
that I never had.
thank you so much.
So thank you. Luisito Wilfredo, mi amor, thank you. You're always cute and adorable as ever. Okay.
Aw.
Noemi, darling, good luck to Miss Grand Cuba.
Thank
To
you.
Sophia Costa. And I hopefully, she'll place. Antonio, mi amor, thank you. Our unofficial Mr. Critical Beauty. Everybody wants Antonio to join a male pageant.
No.
All these people, all these people are in love with Antonio.
Too short, too fat, and too old. So, no.
But there's no height. There's no height
There's no
requirement
high
anymore.
requirement, and you can be Mr. Media. And
Or
be
is there an
semifinalist
age
with
requirement
that.
for male pageants? I don't think so. Like Mr. International, I think eventually they're going to get rid of the age limitation because Mr. International is trying to copy Miss Universe anyway.
Mhm.
So, Ed, of course, usual pleasure to to work with you in this discussion. Even though you're very
Just-
quiet.
You just need just because I haven't slept in 2 days. But listen, do me a favor, and you have to record your reactions when they call the top 20.
Yes.
I will do that. I'm going to do that.
And for the love of God, wear a hat.
I will. The Vietnamese hat you made, or Miss
No,
Colombia's hat?
Colombia's.
Miss
Colombia's
Colombia's
hat.
Colombia.
Where can I get one of those? Maybe the party store. Okay, I'm gonna go there.
Just to let you know, guys, like wearing a hat is one of my signature styles.
Wearing a hat. I love
Why
hats.
aren't you wearing one now?
I didn't
Nice.
need, I need to
Indoors.
be relevant, you know.
Because it's inside.
Just because I love umbrellas, I'm not going to sit with one year round.
We're meeting you for
Rafa,
the
before
first
you-
time. I would have loved to see you in a hat.
Oh yes.
Before you leave, Rafa, are we gonna do this again to discuss the winning?
We can do that, but what I intend to do is I'm gonna actually record my live reaction as usual. Usually what I do is that I have a big TV screen in the background and my iPhone in front of me. That's what I did with Miss USA. So I actually like record my own reaction. So I like to exaggerate because the more exaggeration you do, the better.
Yeah.
By the way,
Very grand.
It brings more views.
Rafa, you're very grand.
I actually fake my reactions once in a while. I really do.
Rafa,
Yeah.
you can get the hat at Five Below.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will find it there.
All right, I'll do that.
Rafa will be using eye drops with the winner. Oh my gosh, she won!
No, onions. Slice some onions is better. You cry. Onions, too.
Vicks Vaporub in your nails. Oh my god!
All right, so don't forget to watch the finals. It's going to be on Grand TV, YouTube, October 25th. I'm not sure exactly what time it's going to start. Is it 7 p.m.
7
Vietnam
o'clock.
time? 7 o'clock Vietnam time, October 25th, which
Right.
means
I need
it's
to get up
8
early
in the
again.
morning here
Yes.
on October 24th, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's tomorrow already.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe it. All right, people. Thank you so much, my beloved guests. It's a pleasure chatting with you guys again with your own perspective. And to all my pageant followers all over the world, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We've reached 8,000 subscribers. Woohoo!
Wow! Woo!
Yeah, we want 10,000 subscribers
Congratulations,
by the end of
sweetheart.
the year. Please help this channel grow. Spread, share, comment, like, insult me, curse me, swear me in the comments. I don't care. It brings engagement and YouTube recommends it. Okay, do the same thing too for the Pageant Gurus channel. They're amazing. Go to their channel, write all these nasty comments, insults, swears. It's good. It's good.
We love the
for the
trolls.
engagement. Yeah, trolls. Please do that
We love,
right
we
now.
love them. Yeah.
And follow everybody on this page. Okay. So again, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we shall see you again soon. Have fun on the 25th.
Mwah.
Shukriya.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice to meet you guys. Bye.